Not since you visited Spain often, vouch for Artsy here. How attractive are the Spain women?
Excuse me, how is that a question?
I can't. I honestly can't say because I spent too much time drooling over the food.
Yeah.
Not to mention, why are you thinking that I don't know what Spain women look like? I have traveled, sir.
Yeah, Artsy's
fine
been
lady.
more places than you have, Sean.
I'm still struggling to imagine Artsy traveling further than their house entrance.
Artsy, you
you.
forgot if you went nude to a nudist beach. I don't think I can trust you remembering what women look like outside of
No,
yourself.
I don't think I did. Like, at the time, I didn't, but I kind of want to. It would be an experience.
You just want to stare at naked men, obviously.
Yeah, I'll take my sketchbook.
Yeah.
They'll love
Honestly,
it.
that would-
Free
that's
models,
really
hell
good.
yeah.
That would be a really
Exactly.
Honestly, that's
good
base. That's a good idea.
Who needs to pay for art classes? Just go to a nudist beach.
Damn.
Just get all those details on like the mid 60-year-olds who are slightly
Get all
overweight.
those
Well, hell
wrinkly
yeah,
crevices.
Do you think there's a market out there of artists who draw people at nudist beaches and get paid
Yes,
for
there
it?
There
is.
is. There is.
Donald
Yeah,
speaks from
every-
experience.
Those
I speak
cocks
from
looking
seeing
like
it.
witches' noses.
I mean, why not? But honestly, that's a good idea. Like, if you need like a nude model for, you know, just even studying art, like, why not? Just go to the fucking nudist beach. I mean, you'll also be nude. You gotta go with that part. So you gotta remember that. But yeah, that's actually not a bad idea.
You just need like
They
a
should-
comically oversized sketch pad so they can't see you from behind.
Oh hell yeah!
So
You
See,
know,
that would
like-
work too well for me because I'd be hidden so perfectly.
Well, you'd be so tiny they wouldn't notice you to begin with.
Oh.
I should mention this to my photographer friend. She was doing like a nude shoot earlier this week for like a college project.
Well, a nude
You could
shoot
probably-
is not exactly the same thing as getting naked
No, it's not.
models for drawing. They're
Well, no, 'cause
completely
I
different
also-
things.
Like with the photography classes, she's also taking sketch classes because she's an artist. And with the nude shoot, she was also able to do a couple nude sketches. So I think the nudist beach thing would probably help her out with both aspects.
So like, did she post the
still
advertisement
don't-
in college or high school?
No, it
I
wasn't
don't know if
primary
she did. I know
school.
she posted it in our little group chat saying that if anyone would like to volunteer for like the shoot for like her project.
And you didn't volunteer immediately for the naked shoot.
Hell
Right.
no, I'm not good
Pathetic,
enough for that.
Sean.
But hey, two other
Tisk
guys from our
tisk,
group
boy.
did volunteer, and they look great.
Pathetic.
See, I'd be curious because it would have to be local, wouldn't it?
Also,
Oh,
hello
what?
everyone. Good job, Helen, on the first. Hello, fuck you. Hello, Shu. Hello, idiots.
hello, fuck you.
Hello there,
Hello,
Wolfie.
fuck you.
I'm
What?
not sure if I would
Fuck
lose
you,
any,
more.
any sleep over images of my cock being somewhere on the internet. But
I
like,
mean-
if it was like a local photographer who other locals would be interested in,
I mean, that's
Nod
the thing.
said that with pride.
I mean, just Nod knows that he'd become like the internet sensation. He'd be like a god
they
among
just can't
men.
handle the sex appeal.
Exactly.
How would you feel if your hometown had a billboard advertising nude shoot and you were in it?
Fuck yeah.
I'd be like, hell yeah.
I ain't got nothing to hide.
Right? They're just body parts and skin.
I mean, I'd only be concerned that the woman in the town would lose all interest in any other men. Because of my glorious body. So the only reason I wouldn't do it is to give my bros a chance.
Well, you're
if-
not
what
as
if your
cold and
job
heartless
caught
as we
wind of
thought.
this? So
They've
how would
heard
you feel if
worse.
Your coworkers found this.
Sylvester's
What?
billboard the
What?
reason why so many gorgeous Polish women moved to UK.
Yeah, essentially. Because they know that here they have too much competition. For me.
From the softy villain.
How dare you?
How dare I?
How
Well,
dare
apparently
you?
your cock was on the billboard so we can see how soft you really are.
Who said it was soft? It's that big when it's erect.
ESV landscape.
Wow.
More and more. For one time, I'm the same.
You
Hi,
are?
Donald. I forgot you were
Oh my
here.
god. That's how tame he's being.
I'm just
He's
doodling
being very
my-
well behaved.
I'm just doodling.
What you doodling? Nudist beach.
Oh, yeah, I guess that's
I'm
the thing.
working
you
on
could do.
headpieces because I need to get poses finished.
Oh, you're getting head.
You're drawing
Okay.
head, huh?
Mm.
Sean,
Fuck
shut up!
yourself.
If you do not shut the fuck up, I'm gonna make you give me head.
I like that
Why
Sean
me?
got the
Still
diss. I said it
first.
first. And
Hey,
I don't mind this. Go ahead, Donald. You can.
What do you mean you don't mind this?
You get the blame for something I do. That is, I think it should be like that more often.
The first thing I'm doing as soon as I get my sketchbook, I'm getting stretched around railed by 7 men.
Yes. Why 7? That's in rookie numbers.
Because 7's like the luckiest number in the world.
Oh,
So like,
No,
are you gonna?
I
draw
like
some-
that. I like that. That is a good
So,
answer.
so you're gonna draw Twink Bestrion surrounded by 7 buff Nauticuses.
Oh my
You know
god.
my perfect. Oh my god,
Where the fuck's my sketchbook now?
Oh god. Hey,
Oh
those
no!
are
Now,
my
now you've
ideas.
given
Archie's
artsy
getting
ideas.
ideas.
Those are my ideas. Shut up.
Oh, I'm
Draw,
sorry. Okay,
draw
I'll go a
Sylvan
different
in
route.
Astolfo
If
outfit.
Archie, if you take my picture, if you take my
I would
fucking
rock
thing,
it
I'm
in
gonna
a
draw you as a
Astolfo
Neko
outfit.
arc, and then you're gonna get murdered violently.
Based.
Why murdered? She'd probably want that.
I
Draw her
was
getting
about to
denied feet
say.
and hands.
Oh.
No, she's gonna. I'm gonna.
Oh
rob
yes,
her
draw
of
her
the
being denied feet. That is a
Wait,
sentence.
how are you going to murder me?
with my toes.
You
He'd
sick
be into that.
bastard. It's better than dying.
Which
I'll
toes?
get
There-
someone
there's
that's in
only
the
one
golden
way I will
showers to
not
kill
die.
you.
Wait,
What's that?
what?
I'm gonna get someone that's in the golden showers to kill you.
Ugh. You're gonna
Donald?
drown
The
her?
what?
That's gross.
Donald, go fucking burn in a vat of acid, you hellish little slime.
I
man.
would rather implode
I mean, his
inside
corpse
a
is probably
submarine
somewhere in
than
there.
that.
I've been hanging out.
Well,
with
now
Esther
we know
way
how
too much.
Donald wants to die.
Mm.
Oh no, I know exactly how I want to die. I know
I
exactly.
mean, it's in his colors.
Do you want your pet gator to eat you?
Yes. How did you know?
That is
How you do
honestly
it?
spot on.
That I actually changed.
I mean, that would be
actually
a good
cha-
way to go.
I actually
Isn't that
changed
just
my
the,
will.
the Florida equivalent of when like old ladies get eaten by their cats?
What the fuck?
It really is.
Is it?
Pretty much.
Oh my god. I had
Well,
a
you
call
see,
from them
Sean.
yesterday because he didn't believe me that I said I had a gator. And you know what the funny part is? The cop had to look through the handbook to see if it was illegal for me to have him.
How many times you get arrested by cops?
About like once a month, I would say.
This only happens to you, Donald.
This is only
I mean-
a you problem.
I mean, okay, think about it. I drive under the influence at least once a year. I mean, I haven't crashed
But
yet.
why? How about you just don't do that?
For Twitch
Because-
legal reasons, this is a joke. He's playing Truck Simulator like Schlatt, getting drunk while playing a video game. Mhm.
Sure.
Wait a second. I played that while drinking sake. Oh my god, I could not hold my hand still. Oh god.
Oh yeah, thank you for reminding me about pet pics. Sylv, here's the Kedfush.
Now you do it? I don't have a means to change the freaking to the Discord. I mean, I can, but like, I don't feel
You
like
can
it.
just look on your phone.
I'd have to
God,
like
don't
pull
be
out my
lazy.
phone on top of having my laptop open on top of
You not
everything
just have
else.
your phone on top of
All
your
I
fucking
hear
desk?
is the
Sean,
women
why
arguing.
is having your laptop like somehow stop you from using your phone? So
Why are you saying
Why did you say
Sean?
Sean?
You gotta stop confusing me with that wretch.
thing?
I said
Yeah.
so.
You
No,
said
you said
Sean
Sean.
first, then you said Sylv.
No, he's freaking in denial.
I might have tried to say something to you, and then I registered what Sylvester said, and it was so fucking stupid. It somehow overwhelms my senses.
It's just too much
Non
technology.
was overloaded.
Also,
No.
I have a very important Polish image that I need you to look at, Sylv. It is in
no.
regards to
Why?
everything. I put it in the D&D chat to make it easier for you to find.
How is that easier for me to find? Fine. I gotta go press a whole 2 buttons to get there.
I'm gonna be right back.
Whatever will we do?
I don't think this guy is happy with my.
Paul goes
shenanigans.
to an ophthalmologist. Doctor shows him
You got
Chivi
this.
no stav. Can you read this? Read, I know this guy. Yep, okay, I see. Yep. I really don't find this funny. Oh. You should share that in the memes channel.
I put it in the memes channel.
Okay. Damn, that is spot on.
Also, I hope you enjoy Ketterfish.
Well, it's fine. Since I'm here, let's look at Catfish. Where is
You
it?
know what? I'm actually tempted to check if
Oh
she's
my
still there.
god, it is Catfish. That's adorable. Meow. To the two best things. Hell yeah, Wolfie. That's the attitude. Alright.
Okay. We should start, shouldn't I?
Probably. I'm just really quickly checking Donald's sheet here. Worst,
Also, Lily
worst
said that
case,
she
I'll
might
edit it
join
later. Join
Motherfucker,
late?
We have looked over it like 3 times. I'm gonna shoot you next time you say, I'm gonna look over your spreadsheet.
Sylvester has the attention span of me, but worse. Do you really think he's gonna remember what's on your sheet?
Yes, I fucking should.
I would remember what's on his sheet.
I actually will drown you with a non-drownable object.
Excuse
Water?
me, a what?
A non-drownable object, so the object can't drown.
It's water.
Yeah, water would count as a non-drownable object because you can't drown water.
Hell yeah.
I'm so glad someone can actually explain what I said.
We're drowning water, apparently.
No.
Yes.
Okay, that's it. I'm killing Artsy.
Artsy. Artsy.
I'm killing Artsy. Confirmed. Not clickbait.
Oh my
Throwing her
gosh.
off the airship. She's gonna go flat like a pancake.
I don't know. She's so
Going
tiny.
fishing
She
with
might
my new
just...
lore, aka Artsy.
Wait, do you think she's so tiny she can't take fall damage?
Fuck you!
Yeah, that was my thoughts.
Can we give her that ability?
I mean, the problem
John,
is, I'm
on the
more
other
worried
hand-
that if she were to like find a droplet of water, she may drown in it.
Sean, on the other hand, cannot
With a
swim
cup
because
of
he's.
orange juice.
I
I
think.
can't swim.
Yeah, he canonically cannot swim because he's denser than water.
I hope you choke and die.
Damn.
I want that as like a redeem, you know? Like, just
Artsy.
Artsy saying, I hope you choke and die.
I mean, it's
I
not
think
bad.
it's, you actually have Artsy present more than once a fortnight at best.
No, we can just record it and make it a sound review.
Yeah, we should just like
Yeah.
record the most often things said by Artsy, and then just like someone use the
I still
soundboard.
need Artsy to make horny sounds so I can make that fucking
Animation,
Uh,
yes,
What
of
the
course.
fuck?
Yeah, don't you remember like almost a year ago I told you you made a nya and I wanted a fucking nya redeem.
Oh.
I should have an artsy section on my.
How is that a
soundboard.
horny sound to you, Rim?
Because at that time she was fucking weird as shit.
That's
Actually,
true.
what am I
she's
talking
always
about?
She's always weird
What
as
do
shit.
What do you mean was?
Hey,
At what point did she
the
become
fuck?
normal to you, Rim?
I became
I think I normalized her normal actions, so I was like, eh.
Yeah, I think she's hung around enough time around us to be normal, but she's clearly not.
Am I?
No,
No.
I'm gonna throw my
No.
sketchbook at your forehead.
Oh!
It's gonna bounce. What's that gonna do?
You know, it makes it better. It makes
No,
it better.
you
'cause
know
it's like,
what?
it's
I'm not gonna
tiny.
give it back. Throw it at me, and I will not give you your sketchbook back.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
careful,
take
It's
it
only
and
head
eat it.
sculpts and boobs.
She'll
That's
even
all you
even
have in
more.
yours. No penis.
See, no PP. See, what makes it funnier is like it's like the size of my hand. Like it's one of those tiny travel ones, so you know it's gonna bounce.
Aw.
Is no PP
So-
like
Those
the
are hard.
female version of no
It's hardcover.
wenches?
What,
Wait,
Sylv?
What would the female version of no wenches be? As in, if you were to speak to a lady and you're like, ah, yes, you get no men, but like to make it fancy.
No
It's
consorts.
the male.
Yeah,
No
no
consorts.
consorts. It's
no
no consorts.
consorts is not
Is
good
it?
enough.
It doesn't. It doesn't roll off the tongue as nicely.
Yeah,
No scoundrels?
No gentleman
No.
callers.
no gentleman. No pee-pee. No pee-pee. I think no pee-pee is the most
No
solid
gentle
one.
cocks.
Gentle cocks.
Gentle
No
Cox.
gentle cocks.
That sounds like a
Oh,
really
damn.
fucked up home team for football.
That sounds to
gentle
me like a
cocks or gentle
themed
cocks?
brothel aimed exclusively at women.
Gentle Cock.
You know, I bet that would actually be a great idea. Have themed brothels throughout the country.
Yeah, and then gentle cocks would be
not?
one of them.
Oh my god, Nauticus, we found Gentle Criminal's porn name. This is Sylv.
Oh no.
Oh, God.
I mean,
Chat, would you go to gentle cocks? That's the. Do you,
A great place where they serve tea and cock.
you drive by and you're feeling that desire on the road, and then you see
That
it
desire.
in pure neon, but with a
are
bow
they all
tie.
are they all dressed up with Victorian butlers?
Yes, exactly.
They have cloaks and eye patches too. Nice little stat.
Some of
mustaches
them,
as
they're
well.
themed.
I mean, this might already be a thing, and I'm not like exactly an expert on the current state of brothels.
I'm not an expert. On
If it isn't, it should be.
brothels.
It's an unexploited market, you know?
Can we make this a
Yep.
location we stumble upon in D&D?
Gentle cocks.
Yes.
This would be the great. Actually, I support this. This would be the greatest way to punish Lily
Oh my
for being late.
She missed out on Gentle.
Yep.
The one brothel episode. She was not there.
Ah, yes, the brothel episode. It's like anime their beach episodes. Let's go all out. The brothel episode.
It's the
I
OVA
mean-
episode where things got a little extra spicy than the normal.
I mean,
scene.
would you rather go to the beach or a brothel? Let's be honest.
Why
I
not
think I
both?
prefer the beach.
Have a
Oh,
beach
I
brothel.
would. I can't imagine that.
Fair
I
enough.
mean, imagine the sand.
Of course.
The
And it's
sand
everywhere.
where?
Everywhere, in the places you don't want it.
Like in my app.
I'm sorry, Not. Are you doing shenanigans on the sand itself? Like I assume the inside of the establishment would be pretty clean.
Well, then it's not. Then it's not on the beach, is it? It's in
Well,
the brothel.
it would be a beachside brothel. But also,
Yeah,
that
with
would
a little
be-
view.
That would be terrible.
you put a towel
beachside
down, I would
brothel,
imagine, maybe.
True. I mean, that's not never very successful in Scotland because the wind is so high.
Well, you guys
Yeah.
don't really have proper beaches either, do you?
No, we get proper
Yeah.
beaches.
Do you though?
Well, cold ones. You wouldn't really want to...
Do you?
The beaches are lovely. We just don't have the weather to actually make going there enjoyable.
Right, yeah. So I don't think we're making the Gentlecocks beach resort in Scotland.
This is discrimination against the Scottish people.
Oh yes. Hard time.
We'd make an off-brand called Gentle Kilts.
Oh my god, yes, and every one of them wears a kilt!
Hell yeah.
I'd go there.
I
Wait,
bet
what is
you
Arts
would.
even? What did Arts even say there? Did you understand those words?
I did
I understood
completely.
her.
Why is it Sylv seems to be the only one who understands me?
Because he's
understood.
also
Because we both speak a similar, very deficient language.
Deficient.
Apparently.
Oh god.
I'd go. Hell yeah.
Personally, I would rather, if I was in charge of giving a brothel like a unique theme to make it stand out, I would I would sort of make it like a 60s Hammer horror movie like Goth Place.
Ooh.
Oh.
There's a market for that, I think.
Absolutely.
So Nod wants goth
Yeah.
mommies.
Well, no, I'm saying I want to make profits from Goth mummies.
Would you become
It
one of
would
the goth mommies to promote it, though?
I don't have the curves for that.
Would you gain the curves for
You
that?
could always do a VTuber version of that.
Oh
Have
my
a model
God.
with curbs to promote it.
He already has curves. Look at those wings. How voluptuous.
I thought he was the loaf.
We've been
He's a
talking
low.
about brothels for 30 minutes now.
Were we? I thought we started on the
Yeah.
nude
Would be
beaches,
so disappointed.
and then we moved to brothels.
Wait, how does
What?
brothels give you a flashback of 5-year-old Donald? Excuse me?
I had a flashback, and I was like, damn. I remember when I was young and I wanted to be a firefighter. Instead, I'm sitting here listening to this shit. Like, what turns in my life did I fuck up so goddamn hard that I came here?
I mean, I was thinking what was wrong with us where we get to have you here. I like
Well-
that the feeling is mutual.
Well, I think
I just
I think
sit
I think
and
your wish kind of came true because we're all extremely hot here, and you're fighting us.
We are.
What?
Are you
You're a
doubting us?
firefighter, Donald.
Even I think you're reaching there, Nod. What the fuck?
Why would you say he's a
For once,
firefighter?
Nod, you have passed Sean on the people I would have strangled right now.
Damn.
Yay!
You just said something that surpasses me and Sylv Nauticus. Are you okay? Who are you? Who is
I
this
just
imposter?
spent 30 minutes of you guys talking about brothels. Do you think I'm fucking okay?
I mean, he does have a point.
Oh god.
Shall we get started?
You know what? I'm gonna do something.
This isn't D&D
Donald, we
anymore.
don't
This is
need
just a
you for the
podcast.
start. I mean, I was thinking that we'd be spot on just doing a podcast and just skip the D&D part. I feel like that'd be much more entertaining.
What was our podcast topic then?
Well,
Literally anything that comes out of our
we've already gone through the brothels, you know?
We started off
Our
strong.
podcast would just be a constant throw up of words.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
porn studios.
I run one. What about it?
What's it
He's
called?
the cameraman.
Donald is the kind of person who's so evil. He's personally responsible for all of those camera angles where they go underneath the guy's legs.
Oh no, that's fucking terrible. You know, actually, I would make y'all suffer through that. Actually, yeah, sounds about right.
Jesus Christ.
Never met anybody in the universe
Wow.
who's been turned on with that stuff, and I've met someone who'd admitted to me that he
Aren't
once
there
got a
like
prostitute to be in
ladies
his
who
mouth.
like a man's ass?
I mean,
if
there are
it's a
some
nice
guys who have a
ass.
great ass. Look at Chris Evans. That's America's ass.
Exactly. If Chris Evans got the ass close up in a porno, I
I
think
mean, if someone can say that they don't like Chris Evans' ass, they have interesting taste.
they're just wrong. You should you should order a B from Applebee's.
Shut
You
up!
should
I'm asking your
smack
chat.
America's
Exactly.
ass.
Who said
I
that?
don't
in
even
this
know what
chat?
they sell in Applebee's.
People.
They sell
Fuck
apples, I
Applebee's.
think.
And what do they sell on Applebee's?
Apple flavored
It's
honey.
basically a discount Chili's.
Disappointment.
Chili's.
Isn't it
Yeah.
like comfort food for Americans?
Yeah, it is.
Applebee's is
Gross.
pretty mid. I went there for my ex's birthday once.
I mean,
Yeah.
it sounds
I'm gonna
mid.
bring you there just when I meet you, just to give you a flashback. A terrible friend.
That's okay. We like terrible friends.
Donald,
okay?
you have
I mean, it's a
spells,
good
I
axe
see.
if that helps.
Right, you have your spells. You added
have my
those.
spells.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
nice.
yeah, yeah.
So,
Have you? Huh?
I mean, I'm only now looking through your things.
I'm gonna strangle you.
Yeah. I mean, that would be
Do
a
you have
good way
a
out.
thing for strangling?
He has a kink.
Apparently,
Honestly,
Donald
honestly-
woke up to strangle.
True. Perhaps.
I'm not surprised that he does.
You know what? Then again, it would make sense. I did strangle someone last night, so.
Your dick
it
doesn't
you?
count.
Sean,
Excuse me, what,
Wait,
Sylvester?
what? Me?
Sean.
What?
Donald enjoys autoerotic asphyxiation.
Ah,
You know
yes.
what? You know what?
That sounds honestly like a very Donald
You
thing.
know what? Nah,
My
we're going-
inside.
You know?
What the fuck? Where's your workout redeem?
It's gone.
He took it off like a
It's
bitch.
been gone for since December.
Even I still have my workout redeem. Fuck.
Even
Yeah,
I still have
yeah,
it.
but you see, I still stream.
Donald has more balls.
I
than
do
Syl.
stream. You know what? Okay,
When
you know
was
what?
the
Me
last
taking
time you
Okay, you know what?
streamed?
Me taking fucking last week.
Last week, I did yesterday, you swine.
You know
It's
what?
not
At
our
least-
fault. Your
You
schedule
know
what?
is fucking gross, Sylv.
And
Gross.
it's not on my fault that I actually have to leave the house.
How dare you leave the house and not stream 24/7?
You know what? My viewers can suck my dick. You know what? I can go outside and go get ice cream.
You
anytime I
would want them to. You
bet
whore.
you would.
Only
Okay.
if he's strangling himself.
My viewers can fucking goddamn wait patiently and the fucking waiting soon screen. Screw them.
Jester will do. Yes.
I mean, Sylvs viewers have been on the waiting screen for like an hour now.
They're on the waiting
No,
screen.
They're
they
good
have
waiting
a map.
puppies.
They're on the map screen.
Just call his viewers puppy.
Yeah, that's all they basically are.
They're rascals. Thank you very much.
Nah, they puppies.
Rascal.
My God.
Donald is giving really weird, like, TikTok Daddy Dom vibes.
Oh no.
Oh,
No, not
what
at
the
all.
fuck?
Hold on.
How did
I don't know
like
what
this?
you're talking
What
about.
are you
Megan.
even? How are you perceiving this as Daddy Dom
No,
TikTok?
calling people puppies, talking about wanting to strangle people.
That's a good point.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Okay,
he's
I
right.
kind of see why.
Unfortunately. he's
Also
right.
threatening
I'm sorry,
Artsy the
no.
golden shower. Sorry.
Oh
I
no.
didn't threaten that. I threatened to
Never
get someone
forget
that
that.
liked that to kill Artsy. I
Hmm.
promised to do it.
Why am I a target?
Because you're the easiest one here to shoot.
I mean, she's the
No,
smallest.
she's not. She's a small target.
And not when you're using a fucking bazooka.
If you're just going. No, if you're just going for the easiest, then you fucking suck dick, you whore. Be a man
Haha,
and go for
exactly.
a challenge.
More importantly, how do you think? I mean, Sean would probably be the easiest person here to pee on.
What the fuck?
What?
Am I wrong?
What?
Could anyone say I'm wrong?
I'm confused why you say this.
I
Would
mean,
you
you're
like to
not
elaborate?
wrong, but I do not like you saying that.
No, wait. I want the reasoning behind this. Elaborate.
because Artsy asked
Why do
why
you want
Donald
to
threatened
know?
her with a golden shower, and Donald said that's because you're the easiest target. I said, well, the most likely to get peed on out of all of us is definitely Donald. Sorry,
I mean,
Sean.
that's true. Sean would not.
I think you're
move, probably.
confused. Why me though? What quality do I have that makes it easier? Excuse me.
What do you think? You're the biggest target here.
I'm
Also the biggest bottom.
only tall, but I'm skinny.
So?
You're not as maneuverable. You would just stand there and take it.
Well, what am I, a fucking
Like the
lamppost
good
for a
boy
dog?
you are.
I
Listen,
mean,
if Donald
if
wanted to pee on
Rin's
you,
the
all he would need
dog-
to do
Sean,
is hire
Sean, I will
like an
pay you-
attractive tomboy in fishnets.
I don't
Sean,
like where
I
this is
will-
going. I
Sean,
don't like where
Sean,
this
I
is
will
will
tie you
pay
up and
you,
blindfold
Sean,
you,
Sean,
and then-
Sean, listen,
God,
listen.
why
I
are
will
we...
pay you $250 next Halloween if you dress up as a fucking fire hydrant, and I send you a dog, like one of those like prop dogs that you
What?
have. I'll buy you one on
Yes.
Amazon.
What?
do it.
This shit, Donald was a
300.
fantasy.
300.
300. You know what?
Do
Deal.
it. Do it.
Oh,
Do
no.
it. Yes.
Let's go.
Yes.
Why?
I want to see this happen.
Oh my god.
now
Artsy, you
someone-
someone secret for this sort of all.
Like, I kind of want people to clip this so that we have proof for later, but also I don't want this in my clips.
Someone clip it. Someone clip it.
I want someone to clip this just so he can have to explain this to what's it, backseat gaming when everybody goes clip.
Oh,
yes.
God.
Someone.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. Hold on. I'm gonna pin this and then clip it later after we're
Of
done.
course. Oh yes.
That much more.
Translation: he's gonna pin this and then forget to clip it.
Damn.
Oh, sorry, Drunken Jester took a sacrifice. He's
Oh no.
Jester,
Jester,
you
when
were the
will you learn?
please.
Jester
Please.
sacrificed himself for our sins.
Why will chat never learn?
Poor Jester.
If you're in the Discord, please post that in the clips channel. Do we have one of those?
Oh, yes, we do.
We do.
You've posted things you shouldn't have there.
What do you mean I should?
Oh?
have?
Oh. We have to go. Oh wait.
Honestly, oh no.
Okay.
Bam, 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 bam. I don't have an eraser.
I can.
What
take...
did I post in there? Was it the Heisenberg thing?
How do I untime out?
Who's being timed out?
Poor Jester, because he posted a link in the chat.
Damn. It'd be like.
Drunk.
Did I undo it? I may have fucked up.
Did you just ban Drunken Jester for good?
It's fine. Sylv is the hardest to target. Well, I'm basically like a paper weight, but like an invisible one.
What?
I'm that skinny.
You bare bones boy.
Yep.
You are.
I'm
So, like, do you crumble
I'm
up like
like
paper
the
mache
width-
when you get wet?
No, I'm merely like the width of an atom. So, you know, when I get wet, it just doesn't affect me.
You're a water molecule?
I'm pure moist, baby.
It's the exact
I
opposite of
hate
what you just
myself.
said, so.
No, because, like, if Sylv is water, he can't get wet, because water is wet.
I'm the moistness. I
No, but
breathe.
you said you couldn't get wet because he's an atom.
Well, I'm wet yet not wet.
What the actual fuck?
No, so
So
I'm
they
not
all
All I
doing
heard
this
was
until I get a
I'm the
status.
moistness.
I'm a moist atom. I'm one of a kind.
That's
You're special.
Yes.
Aren't we all?
No.
He's Schrodinger's.
this is a
No,
statement I can
no.
agree with. Sylvester is special.
Speaking of special, shall we begin?
I don't know, shall we? It's been almost.
It's
45
been almost an
minutes.
hour.
What other depraved sex act shall we discuss now?
Well, since you're asking,
The old
scared what he's
Grizzly
gonna
Van
say.
Wilder.
The what?
The old Grizzly Van Wilder. You've never done the old Grizzly Van Wilder?
You're making that up. That's not real.
I don't
Well,
know.
Van Wilder is the name of the movie he was talking about, where he jerked off a dog and then
Jill,
filled like
cool?
chocolate
the
flares
fuck
with
is
the.
this?
Oh god.
He
I
what?
forgot about that part. So but if
I-
of who's the least cool to the coolest, Sylv is cool. At the top tier, yes! I'm
Yeah.
so cool, you'd basically freeze next to me. Which is a curse, in fact. It's not a good thing. It's why I'm single.
Weak sauce?
I don't think you'd want me frozen next to you, just staring into your soul,
Oh, I'd want that.
waiting
That-
for the day I
you
break free.
specifically is
Damn.
fine. No, I'd revel in your suffering in the meantime. It's fine.
Most to least cool is definitely me because it's like even in summer it's like 5 degrees Celsius tops out here.
And
Then
you
probably
shrivel up like
Sylvester
a
and
raisin.
Poland.
Yeah, but what you're
Probably pretty
forgetting
cool
is
there.
the AC in my office, which is basically Arctic levels.
It is summer 24/7 here. I think I'm at the very bottom.
You bet
Yeah,
you're at
yeah,
the
but-
bottom.
Place.
Cold.
Yeah, but still,
I
you're
like
like
my-
artificial. If you rely on AC, then you've got artificial coolness. I'm just naturally cool, bitch.
Hmm.
Wow.
Well, I put in the effort to be cool. And I feel like
What
the
effort?
effort
That's
is
Turn it
antithetical
on
to
thermostat?
coolness because the ultimate coolness is when you're cool without trying to be cool.
maybe.
You're gonna give me a brain in your Israel and fuck. Oh, I can't even speak English. Stop using the word cool, please.
No.
What was that
Yeah.
stroke?
Let's chill out.
Donald, you need to chill.
You need to cool off somewhere.
We need to slide along now. Okay,
Fuck
so
y'all, I'm ordering.
Yeah,
shall we finally
chill out,
begin?
Donald.
Then
We're
it
just
was
breaking the
quiet.
ice.
We've been trying to break the ice for an hour now.
Look, it's a very tough ice.
Or maybe you just have trouble opening ice.
Hmm. Opening
He
ice.
has
Hello,
trouble with
Jester.
hard things.
Oh,
Jester.
the jester's back.
Hello,
Nothing
Jester.
Hello.
important has happened while you've been away.
I mean, they've only been
Nope.
timed out from chatting. I don't think they got banned from the thing. So.
Yeah.
But who knows, with you at the
19 top.
helm,
The only
fine.
thing they missed out is Sylv having trouble breaking the ice. He has trouble with hard things.
I had trouble breaking the ice. Excuse me.
you have trouble breaking the ice.
Ah.
Because he's not as cool as he thinks he is.
I mean, if we go with this, though, that would mean Sean is the hottest here. Because
No.
if we go with this logic, not. Is
Even
this
I
truly what you
disagree.
want? Because if
Who
we're
wants
going by
one extreme or the
temperature and that
other?
makes you the coolest, that makes Sean here the hottest. Are you willing to
I
have
like
that
it
sacrifice?
just right.
It was literally 110 degrees a couple weeks ago. Please, let's not go with this.
Damn.
Yeah, but those are lame
Burn, baby,
degrees.
Burn, burn, baby.
I'm
burn.
sorry, it was 41 Celsius a couple weeks ago.
That's more like it.
Jesus
Fucking-
Christ.
Europeans.
41 Celsius is like schools get cancelled, I think.
I can
I
understand why Americans use like feet instead of like centimeters and meters. I and different measurements. I will never, for the life of me, understand why anyone would ever use Celsius Fahrenheit. Sorry, Fahrenheit instead of Celsius. Celsius makes so much sense.
Because
Zero-
Fahrenheit sounds
0
cool.
is freezing point. 100 is
Yeah.
boiling point.
Would you
Why?
not-
Why would you use any? And then what does Fahrenheit offer?
0
about
is like the lack
Kelfire?
of heat, I guess. It's like, it's supposed to be the coldest cold you can get, right?
Hmm.
Well, no, the coldest heat.
Kelvin. I could understand the novelty of using Kelvin, but Fahrenheit, no. It's just Americans like going out of their way to be wrong.
Yeah.
Also, fuck feet and yards and all that.
Fuck
Centimeters
feet.
and meters is much cooler.
Sean, keep your kinks out of this.
Yeah,
Damn.
I think measuring in
I'm-
centimeters
I'm
is much
putting
cooler
this in
than measuring
quotes.
in inches.
you mean exposed?
Yes.
Okay,
You ready, sir?
now let's properly... Yes. Now there's
It's in
no more
quotes now.
distractions.
Fuck feet, Sean.
Okay.
You are.
You have anything to say for yourself, Sean?
Sean the human possessed me for a moment. I don't remember the last 5 sentences.
So, where
I
you
didn't
all left
recall
off...
having that power.
Where you all left off last time was basically in the capital city of this Heal realm. Well, not the capital, the imperial occupied city, essentially. And you got a little training montage of getting to do some things. And
Did we though?
yeah, you leveled
Yeah.
up and you had a training montage.
Artsy made a boyfriend.
I did.
Archie did not have a training montage.
Artsy very much had a training montage.
Her thing was not training. Her thing was torture.
It was training torture, yeah.
It was mental training.
Sure.
What do we define as torture here?
CBT.
Cognitive behavioral therapy.
Okay, that was a good one, Matt. I think we killed Sylvs.
No, I'm
I
just
take offense to
realizing.
that.
I'm realizing that the sound is a bit loud, so I'm kind of turning
Wait, why are
down
you
the
offended by
music.
that?
Because my
someone's offended.
dad administers CBT as a professional.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Yeah. Is that so?
Speaking
Donald, are
of
you interested?
torture, I bet you think
No.
so, Jester. All right.
Depends what kind of torture. Some of them are fun.
I just
Well-
want to appreciate that we've consistently had like 7 to 8 viewers in this stream, and we spent the entire time talking about nudist beaches, brothels, and peeing on each other.
I mean, that's what
I
people
think
And
come
now we
for.
succeeded into cock and ball torture.
I think we should just turn this into a podcast at this.
At some point, we might as well. What's your favorite torture method?
Locking them in a room with Sean, and then bringing up something which makes Sean talk about Destiny.
Or I
Oh,
think that
no.
it would be worse if it were like Sean explaining history through TikToks.
I think that's to the level of Mr. Krabs locking Plankton in a room with SpongeBob and telling him a very
Locking
unfunny joke.
someone in a room with Sean and telling them they're going to get an electric shock anytime Sean brings up Destiny, Fortnite, Five Nights at Freddy's, or Dragon Ball.
Sorry, is that a
Or My
top 10
Hero.
list, Wolfie?
Oh god, a top 10 list of torture?
Well, the top 10 list is, I think, who's the coolest. That's the cool meter. I like that. I like that.
But there's only 5 of us.
No,
There is?
that's
We
the
need another
joke.
person in
Look
here.
at the chat. Okay. Fairy dude is least cool. Damn.
That's
I'm just insulted you put Artsy here below Sean, Wolfie. You gotta fix that.
I'm insulted that Nod is at the last place.
You know what? I will challenge Wolfie to a battle. I shall defeat them.
You just want to eat their hands.
They're just gonna step on you, and you're gonna like that, Archie.
Hey!
Oh
Hey!
god.
You shut the fuck up, Sean.
She's not denying it.
I did not know that's a kink Artsy has. Moving on.
Wait, what? The fuck?
Are you surprised?
I like Nod. Makes one of us.
What the fuck?
Wow! Sylvs, what did Nod do to you today?
He exists. I mean, it's a known thing. We despise each other. It's not like...
What did he do to
did?
you in Resident Evil for him to get this treatment?
What do you mean?
Um,
This has always been the
this
case.
is the first I'm hearing of it.
What? I mean,
I
it's...
don't recall you hating.
I mean, the only
Archie,
reason me and Nods get along so well is because we hate each other. It's like two opposites attracting, you know?
it's true. I mean, if
Yeah,
the situation got serious and, like, you know, I thought Sylvester was going to die or I was going to die, I might lean close, pat him on the shoulder and say, Sylvester, I want you to know I barely tolerated you this entire time.
Exactly.
For some reason, that does suit you, though.
They are literally an old 70s gay couple.
Like a lesbian gay
Why did you have
couple
to
or
say it that way
a
now?
male gay couple? That does change the dynamic
Do you mean
significantly.
the couple is in their 70s or from the 70s?
From the 70s.
I mean, again, the question is, would be like a lesbian gay couple or like a male gay couple? Like, because that drastically changes dynamic.
It's up to user
I think it'll be
interpretation.
more like two 50-year-old lesbians living together. That'd be like the most accurate.
Nod wears the pants.
Well,
What?
well, no,
Well,
we're
we-
50.
Simon.
We're way past the novelty of it all. This is just us hating each other.
So now you just don't wear pants. Okay,
Yeah.
Got it.
They wear skirts.
We're on the nudist beach arguing 24/7.
Oh, okay. Noted. I will use that now. Thank you.
Oh no.
Are you gonna draw this?
The thing is, I'm almost always nude in Artsy's art.
You always
Because
nude
you
in
don't
most
wear
art.
clothes.
You're a fairy.
You have no
you don't
canon
have
clothes.
clothing.
You're like Puck.
Exactly.
You don't wear
Get some
clothes.
clothing and I'll draw some clothing on you, you naked whore. Don't fly at
I
me.
take offense to that. I am, if anything, a slut.
Fair. Fair, Wolfie, fair.
What's the difference?
I would not mix money with sex. I don't think that's smart. I don't think that sounds healthy.
What do you mean?
I mean, who does things that are healthy?
Why would having... Like, if you get paid for sex, that's way healthier than doing it for free. What am I, a charity to you?
I mean, I think it sets the precedence that it's like it's a favor that you're doing, when I think it's when it's something you should be enjoying yourself.
Sus.
So
No,
you
I mean,
want your
well-
hobby to be your job.
Yeah,
I guess if it is your job, you start enjoying it far less, right?
yeah.
Fair enough, fair
That's
enough.
what I hear.
So
I
a
guess
hobby is
depends
a
on the
better way to
job.
look at it. No.
I mean,
What are you guys
who-
doing?
who-
Well, I've been trying to start us off for a while now, but we just
No,
keep
you
getting
haven't.
off track.
You've been making a very piss poor effort.
I mean, I've been contributing to the
Don't
distraction,
lie
but
to them.
you know.
Yeah, you're.
Well, I've put in more effort than most here.
I think fucking Jerry from Rick and Morty would do a better job managing us.
Wow.
Oh, sorry. Do you want to be
That's-
managed, Nod? Is that what you're into?
Now it's
Yeah,
a
just
fight
not by you.
between the two.
Fair. Gay talk.
I
yes.
think the one who manages who is Nod to you here.
That would be
Sylvester can't even
our.
fucking manage his own life.
I manage my life just
Yeah.
fine, thank you. Just barely.
Uh-huh.
That doesn't help.
He says that.
So,
So
How's that DMing going?
it's going great.
Not well.
I can tell.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah. So
Wow.
you get to witness over as you train for the week, and eventually you're all gathered up, and you see as the ship gets loaded with supplies. There's people coming in. There's all the new faces around. It's gotten pretty full because of all the new recruits. By the time you were done with your operation, there was a lot fewer people. Now it's just a lot more lively on board. And finally, kind of the day comes when Everything is set, and you're all ordered aboard into your quarters. Everything's checked, and then Vence comes up to you, and just as the ship is finally beginning, you get to see there's not exactly an anchor holding the thing down. There's just like a rope that is being undone. There is a lot of commotion. There's all the refueling, and yeah, just as that is going on, the ship's finally that you have Vence, who takes out a backpack from his side and just puts it down in your quarters. You will be needing these.
Bread.
No. That would be in the dining hall, I believe.
Oh.
And with that, Vence just begins pulling out similar masks to what everyone else on the ship has from the main soldiers. I do believe I never gave you any of these. And you have been aboard enough to earn them.
Your microphone cut out, but I'm guessing you gave us masks.
He gave you the mask, yes.
The Plague Doctor mask?
Well, yeah, if you want to look at them that way. Well, it's the same mask everyone else has. They're very similar. They have
I forgot what
beak.
the other characters were wearing.
Well, it's the same standard outfit most of the soldiers have. It's like a beaked mask, but it's like a very subtle beak for most of them.
I'm gonna envision the ones from Owl House that were kind of cool.
Sure, if you want. And with that, he kind of explains that here is your schedule. Once a day, you will have your duty for a couple hours down below on the ship, where you'll just be generally keeping guard in between jumps. When a portal opens, you'll just be there to respond to any immediate potential threat. Traveling between realms like this is a very dangerous endeavor. I want you to understand that. There's gonna be a lot of scouting going around. There's gonna be a lot of waiting, really. It's terribly dull. And every single portal has potential untold dangers that can come about. Be it us going into some sort of realm that is filled with flesh-eating bats of some sort, or other. You will be protected by the mages on board, whose job is to reflect such greater threats. But you never know. And then finally, the rest of the day, you're gonna have some time to rest, and you'll be changed out with another crew. Simple enough? During every single portal, I need you to wear these masks. Not everywhere. Generally, you may be needing to wear them whenever we enter a new world, because we never know if the air there can be breathable, potentially toxic to us. We're not going through charted territory. We're basically trying to pathfind our way in between worlds, which makes it even worse than usual. And if you see the ships shaking, or potentially a loose bolt just shooting out, don't worry about it. It's completely normal when doing this. So yes, your question?
You wanna know why I'm scared?
Why are you scared?
Well, this is out of character. I looked on Artsy's profile and she says she's been playing Karita for the last 26 minutes, which is an art studio thing, and I believe 26 minutes ago was when I was talking about Sean getting peed on.
Oh no.
Oh no. No, I actually didn't realize I had Krita open. I was in my sketchbook.
Okay.
But I am.
I need
doing
reference
them.
of
But yeah,
you all.
I have no questions.
What you see is what
Yeah,
you get.
I already have a sketch going for a certain thing that you gave the idea. I'm not sure which
God.
one of you it was.
We've given you many terrible ideas.
This is
Yes,
scary.
and some of them have come true, like those booty shorts that I still hate.
Well, Sylvester
You know which
and
one.
apple bottom jeans and bits of the fur.
Yes.
That was
I fucking
was-
hate it so much.
that was almost
That
a
was
year
years
ago that
ago.
you drew that.
That was so long
I
ago.
did.
I don't even remember that.
It
almost.
was.
Damn.
Oh wow.
It pops
Uh,
up on stream.
You drew them when you were in the Velen Swamps
Oh.
playing Witcher.
Oh.
He still doesn't remember.
Sean, you had a
Yeah.
question.
Yes. Does traveling between realms affect any sort of void plagued creatures by any chance?
That is an excellent question, which I do not know the answer to, because I am not a sort of void researcher.
Well, fuck.
Yes, that may be a bit of an issue.
Oh
Lol.
well.
That said, void creatures are very adept at traveling between realms, because they're usually used to invading them. So, in that case, maybe you might be fine.
Hopefully.
I also think they might mutate when they travel, but that is a completely different subject. Anyway, is all in order? Any other questions, or are we done here? Lovely. Here's your schedule. I'm gonna hang it neatly on the wall, and make sure to report in at these times throughout the week. And good luck. He then leaves, just shuts the door behind himself.
Oh, so we're all sharing one room, are we?
I believe you
Bread.
were. Bread.
I think we had different rooms previously.
No, you'll share one room.
I'm pretty sure this is a new ship, isn't it?
No, it's the same ship.
Okay.
Then yeah, we have different rooms, from what I remember.
Well, I think
'Cause-
we had different rooms, and then we were all sharing one in the dungeon.
Maybe we didn't establish, but you do all share like a single room.
All right.
It just has, you know, a
Damn.
bunch of bunk beds and all that kind of stuff. It's made to handle a team of people.
Do we still have the puke stain where I threw up on the lake?
Did you
I'm
clean up
surprised
the
I
puke
slept
strain
through that.
stain?
I didn't, not in time, because I was immediately thrown in the dungeons, remember?
Well-
so unless anybody else cleaned it
Well-
up, there's probably a nasty stain there.
You would have been sleeping here for a week while you were training. So the question is, did any of you bother to clean it up during that week?
No, I've got teleporting to master. Besides, that's a mark. That's a mark of my glorious victory there.
Oh my god.
Aren't there any janitors in
No.
this ship?
Your room. Keep it clean.
No. I need places to hide and stash things.
Let's see. So no one cleaned it up then?
I want to sadly take responsibility of cleaning it up because I don't want that in my room.
Okay, good. So one of you
Good.
cleaned it up. So therefore, it's not.
I'm not
bad.
responsible. Imagine being
Wait,
responsible.
can we just say Lily's character cleaned it up and that's it? And that's
No.
why she's not here, she's sick.
Nope, now you volunteered, so...
Artsy. Lily is in bed, horribly beaten up by her training because her trainer turned out to be extremely sadistic and did not show any mercy. So there's a chance that Lily has a few broken bones and is barely conscious.
And she's also still
The more
into
Lily
senpai
called
man.
her instructor mummy, the harder she beat her.
Yeah.
The harder she beat her, the more she called her mummy.
Yes, it was a destructive circle, and basically she's barely
It
alive.
ended her in a coma.
Yes.
No.
Is there anything any of you want to do around the ship, or shall we continue?
Can I stack up on Granados?
You can.
Okay, how many am I allowed to carry?
How many do you have right now?
I'm pretty sure I used all of them on the last mission. Let me look at my character sheet. I believe I was not because Prostitutius.
I would like to stock up on arrows and whatever equipment I can get my hands on. And the armor, I guess.
What kind of equipment do you want to get your hands on?
Maybe a new, better bow and a better rapier.
You have a rapier already, right?
Yeah, but maybe they have something sharper or stronger. I don't know.
Not
Or no,
for
I
you.
have a base sword, short sword.
You have a short sword.
I think it's a short sword.
Yeah, I still have I still have one Granado in my
Did it mention what
thing.
type?
It just says Granado.
Just Granado.
Uh,
Well, I believe the ones you got were fire Granados, weren't they?
I
I
think
think he
I think it was
got
the frag.
shrapnel and fire. Yeah,
Yeah, I
he
think it
got
was
both.
fragment.
Apple bottom jeans.
Get the fuck out of here.
Well, in that case, the quartermaster seems quite happy to see you as they're digging through things. And please go ahead. We have quite a fresh stock here. However, since we'll be on quite a long campaign, I will require you to be careful. I'm not sure how good we'll be on resupply in the long run. So, here you go. 2 more.
Alright. 3 Granados.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Is it my turn to restock?
So what did you want?
Let's see. I have a short sword, a short bow, and a dagger. Is there any like improvements I can get for these? Is this just plain old iron?
Why do you use such primitive weapons to begin with? Bow.
I don't know. I got here with these. I was never given anything better.
Sean doesn't know how to use anything more advanced than a bow.
I'm very sure that a bow is more advanced to use than a gun.
Sean, well, no, not a fucking flintlock gun, which you need to load.
Yeah, but it's still a lot less training.
I'm not
Regardless, I
saying
just prefer bows.
Sean is good with a bow. I'm just saying he knows how to pull back and release.
Fair enough. Hello,
When it comes to
heretic.
technology, I'm surprised Sean knows how to open the doors.
Shut up.
You and me both, sir. Okay. Well then. I could offer you a gun in exchange for the bow. We don't really carry such primitive weapons around.
I don't really enjoy guns. Are you sure you don't have anything old? Like, I don't know. A steel sword? Something better than iron, maybe?
I mean, I could get you a better sword, I suppose. If you really want it.
Yeah. Or like some sort of obsidian dagger or something cool like that.
Why would
Just
you
an
want a
upgrade.
dagger out of a crumbly rock?
Back where I'm from, we turned these into weapons. Very sharp ones.
That sounds absolutely fucking stupid and something you would do. You've said your race of dragons have like naturally armored skin.
God.
Well,
And
we don't
obsidian
turn
is
into
absolutely
armor.
fucking trash against like anything that's remotely hard.
You assume we would
Alright.
use this against each other. We just use it.
They
for
use
things
it
that are
to
not bad.
oppress the locals.
As
We
you
are the
should.
locals.
To
So you
oppress
oppress
the other
yourselves.
races.
I mean, how else are you going to use it? You can't use it to cut your food because then you get obsidian fragments in your foods.
Obsidian's good for you. What are you talking about?
I do like a
If you
bit
want-
of sharpness in my food. Like
Oh
a nice
god, like
sharp taste.
you know what happens when like you're eating a crisp and you swallow when the crisp slice is too large and it gets stuck in your esophagus.
Oh.
Imagine if that was obsidian.
Oh, no.
I think you underestimate what we can eat.
You
little bit of
you
obsidian
overestimate
isn't
what
gonna
you
be
can
much.
eat considering it's been
Considering
You've
some of
almost
the
died
things
twice.
you've eaten,
If it
Barely.
doesn't
You've
kill
almost
you, it makes
died
you
twice, and both
stronger.
occasions are based on what you eat.
Again, if it doesn't kill you, it makes you stronger. And I have a purple eye now, so I think we're all good.
I don't know how that would make anything better. No. If you
I'm
want
going to leave now for the sake of my own sanity.
If
heretic.
you want a steel blade, the best thing I've got for you is this bayonet. That's we don't really have many swords around here for the most part. At least not ones to give away unless there's an emergency.
So
So
bayonet,
Check it out.
you stick this into a gun.
yes, but you can hold it as well. If you really want. It's made out of better material than whatever it is you're using. Maybe technically could wrap
I'll-
around it.
I guess I'll leave behind my dagger and take this bayonet.
So, can I fire 2 flintlock pistols in one turn? Since it's like one in each hand.
As a bonus action, yeah. So it'd be like using a second... yeah, you'd be doing like a 2-weapon attack, so you can fire both of them. You cannot reload
Okay.
both of them, but you can...
Can I trade my longbow for an extra flintlock pistol then?
How many do you have at
Wait,
this
wait,
point?
wait, wait.
I
can
have
you-
one blunderbuss C and one flintlock.
I thought you had,
Can you
what,
give
two
me the
flint-
longbow?
Okay.
You already have a longbow. This is exactly
He has a
same
short
stats as
bow.
No,
you.
I have a short bow. I have a short bow.
Alright.
The only
I mean-
short thing you have.
What exactly? How do the stats compare for longbow and the
Longbow
flintlock
is
pistol?
1d8 damage, and... Oh, sorry, you're talking about damage. Flintlock is good ammo. I'd have to real quickly check.
Fuck, I don't mean to roll. I'm trying to
Let
edit
me
things.
look at my thing. What are the stats? Longbow. Ooh. Yes. So I believe your pistols... Yeah, I think they do 1d10 damage. While the longbow does
Okay, well-
1d8.
What about the attack rating?
The attack
Is the
rating...
attack rating the same?
Well, it's the same. It's still a finesse weapon. So,
Okay.
I mean, to hit something, you still have the same thing. The damage is increased, but you have to reload and there's a misfire chance.
Hmm.
So if you roll a 1, then it will jam and you have to use an action to fix it, essentially.
Alright.
Which if you keep rolling 1s, you're kind of screwed.
I mean, it's a 1 in 20 chance. I'll take that.
Hmm. Okay, so two,
so-
two of them. Okay. Well, he's fine with that. He kind of goes and he looks for a few pistols and... I believe this will do. Here we go. Also, Sean, the bayonet would count as a short sword, technically. It's fit. The one he gave you is actually pretty long. So you could use it as a short sword and have the short sword damage.
So, a finesse
Alright.
weapon, its attack is based on dex, right?
Yes.
What's the range?
Although, mind you, it doesn't have a bonus to damage, for instance, that you may get with a bow. From what I see. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it doesn't add finesse to the damage. Don't remember. Yeah, I think they don't add like your finesse to the damage, so you just roll a flat number.
Oh, okay, because my longbow says 1d8 plus 3. So would it just be 1d10 for the flintlock? Plus nothing.
Kinda.
1D buckshot.
Alright, never mind then. I will keep the longbow. Sorry, Sean.
Damn it.
So no, I'm gonna change that up where you do add your finesse to it.
Wait,
Alright.
Sebastian, I have a question.
If you are proficient with it, that is.
Wait, Sebastian, I have a question.
Which let's say you
I
are.
got-
Yes.
Okay, so if I have a shotgun and I shoot that, does like each one of my pellets do damage, or does like just the shotgun overall do damage?
There's a not literally as a shotgun, aka a blunderbuss.
But,
Blunderbuss.
well, let's just say I had like a wonderburst and like multiple items got shot out. Do I do the overall damage of the shotgun, or does each
You-
item do
you-
its own damage?
You do the overall damage. You just have a 2d8.
Damn it. That was gonna be broken as fuck. Okay.
Yeah, that's why it isn't like that.
Sag.
The bad news.
No, I'm gonna buy a blooming onion. Fuck you.
Now, mind you,
Put bacon on it?
one of the things you see, though, while you are on the quartermaster's, well, not the armorer's workshop, you do see, like, locked away. There is, like, a couple weapons that seem to be, you know, considerably fancier. One of them basically looks like a mortar, but like a handheld one. And then the other one is like a very long rifle. It's basically a hand mortar.
Oh, okay.
Or basically like a... Yeah, it's basically like a handheld mortar, like a more of a grenade launcher.
First you had my interest, but now you have my erection.
Yes. And the other one is like a very big rifle.
Huh.
But he doesn't seem to
Are
offer
we-
those for you. They're even locked away behind, like, you know, locks.
What is the range of the
The
what?
flintlock.
3 bananas.
Yeah.
60 to 240 feet.
Damn.
So like how many bananas is that equivalent to?
I believe that may be like 240 bananas. I mean, a foot is like a banana is kind of foot sized, isn't it?
Kind of. But like, are they curved bananas or are they straight bananas?
I'm
What
not
bananas
sure.
have you been looking at that are straight?
Yeah.
There are straight bananas, Sean.
So
There are
have
some
you-
who are straighter than most.
Have you been to?
Prime example, me.
That's a lie.
Yeah, that's a lie.
Is your foot curved? Oh, is the foot curved? Why do you ask about my feet, heretic? You won't know.
I mean, yeah,
Yeah.
most people's feet are curved. That's pretty standard. I've never met anyone.
No,
Well,
mine are
well there are
flat.
people with flat feet, so...
If you have flat foot, that's not good.
I have a flat foot.
How
Good to
can
know.
you walk?
I don't. I hover.
Yeah.
I thought you slid.
I somersault.
Just roll like in Dark
You know
Souls,
what?
I
That
feel like.
actually sounds more accurate.
I'm adding Empire Mask to my equipment, by the way, so
Yes, please do. That's
Damn.
worth it.
I'm gonna buy. A
In the mask, you will
porterhouse, so-
notice that in like the beak department, there is like a nice grating which seems to be holding some sort of herbs, and like there's like a very fresh smell coming from it.
It's weed.
ooh, mine smells like orange.
This a distinct herbal aroma, you say?
Yes.
Would this come from a kind of smoky aroma?
It's a very fresh one. It's not that smoky. It is far more kind of minty to some degree. It's like a very fresh
Ah, balls.
herbal one.
So, wait, real quick. Is Nod keeping his longbow or trading?
Yeah,
it?
I'm giving you my longbow.
Okay.
Yeah. Now I need to get the stats for a longbow.
Nom nom nom. Nom 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 nom. Longbow is just 1d8 damage, that's kind of all it
Guys,
is. I guess it
Yeah,
also has
1d8.
different range too.
I need
1d8 plus
some
dex,
help.
right?
I need some help.
Yes.
Wait, how is longbow
You're
same as
beyond
shortbow?
help.
What?
I don't know what I want to get. I don't know if I want steak or if I want chicken.
Chicken steak.
Depends where you're ordering from.
I'm getting Outback.
I bet you want to get
Outback.
it.
I mean,
I don't know what that means.
I mean, it's
Outback-
called Outback
Steakhouse.
Steakhouse, isn't it? So you want to get steak.
It's
Simple.
like a rich.
You don't go
people's
to
steak.
KFC and you order
no,
freaking
it's not. Don't lie to yourself.
prawns.
Are
Rim.
you going to a steakhouse to get a chicken?
Yeah, exactly.
Donald. Donald.
It's not.
You threatened
It's
to
not
pee on
for me.
Artsy.
It's
You
not.
threatened
It's
to
not
pee on
for me.
Artsy,
It's
and that's the
it's
less-
not
this
for
is the
me.
more
It's
depressing
not
thing
for
you
me.
said.
It's
It's
not.
for
It's
your
for my
dog,
little
you got it.
brother. No, it's for
Oh.
my little brother.
Basically
He
same
wants
thing.
something to eat though. I don't know what to get him. I mean,
Get the
fair enough.
steak. Chat agrees.
How about you tell him, boy, pick what the fuck you want to eat?
Just give him
Archie, shut
chicken
up.
Ask a
nuggets.
little
Archie,
brother
shut
what
up.
they want
you
to
go from the
eat. Why
fucking
would
children's
you?
meal. Don't even.
Hey, I haven't done that for years.
Are there chicken houses? Yes.
Chicken out. That's just called a cock wrestle.
What?
Yes.
Fuck.
There's no way none of you ever heard about that.
Cock
No.
wrestle.
Oh, no.
I know what it is. We do that here.
Oh my
I'm
god!
scared.
Thank God. At least I'm not even shocked Sean knows about it. Fuck you, Sean. Screw
It's
you.
part of our
die.
culture.
Die.
Cockfighting. Yes.
Yeah.
Cockfighting. That's goofy.
Gachimuchi.
Hey, this is working kind of how I wanted it to.
I
I
bet.
want to see. You should DM
What
it
is-
to me.
What are the stats of my blunderbussy?
Your
Blunder-
blunderbussy
huh?
stats. Your blunderbussy
That's what he
stats
calls a
are
Fuck, actually, I could use
2d8
that.
piercing
Let me find.
damage, and the range is 15 to 60 feet,
Let me see.
essentially. 15 being the effective range, and 60 being the faraway range.
Where'd you go?
So you gotta get it up nice and close.
There you are.
2d8 plus dex, right?
Yeah.
Where the fuck is the thingy?
I don't know. Where is
There's
it?
the thingy. There's the thingy.
And again, it's a dex-based weapon, right?
Guy trying to find the woman's special place. Colorize.
I'm going to assume that is a yes.
What did he ask again?
You tip.
Blunderbussy is a dex weapon.
Yes.
Or
They're all dex weapons.
Oh.
Most ranged weapons. Oh, why did you
What
know
the-
that?
Donald, what the fuck?
Donald? Donald?
Sorry, I burped. It came out wrong.
That was a
Donald, I've heard many of your burps.
That was.
I know what your burp sounds like, Donald. That was not it.
Oh my-
Well, what if I told you? You know those burps that don't make any sound. So like it was one of those. It was honestly one of those, and I was like, huh. You know what? I'm gonna do this instead.
Donald, did you just eat the king of the ants?
Right. Well,
Oh, I hate that you just made a Hunter x Hunter reference. you
what is up with
fucking
Sean's audio? Why is he suddenly behind the
He
wall?
got sent to the shadow realm. Joke.
whore. What? What's wrong
Much
with-
better.
What,
It's very
my
bad.
audio?
It's better
I'm
now.
dying. I'm dying.
Now, continuing. Anything else you want?
Sounded like you were doing something else over there, Donald.
Oh, my apologies.
Leave Donald's self-pleasure to
Oh my
himself.
god. I almost just spit my water all over my desk.
You would.
Yeah, I'm glad I don't have your yawns, because I yawn sometimes when I'm in a lecture or something. I wouldn't want to go, oh.
Oh god.
Imagine if your sneezes were that loud. God.
My sneeze is just anti-girl sounds.
Yeah, that's a different type of blowing down the house.
Okay,
Oh my.
so
RC?
nothing else from this, right? RC, any
No,
weapons you
wait.
want, or are you fine?
I want more things.
What do you want?
Oh my god, your whininess.
Do they have like arrows with special tips here? Maybe poison tips? I
Sean,
don't
you
know.
just fucking asked that question.
Just the two.
Well, I asked for bows and swords. Maybe they have arrows.
Sean, why would they have no bows but arrows?
I mean, you can crossbow it, maybe. Put
No,
arrows in a
Crossbows
cannon.
use bows. Sean,
I mean, that
Sean.
could do something, but I don't think it would do what you want it to.
can Sean get Crohn's disease in this game? Because Sean
What?
just gave me
That's
Crohn's disease with that comment.
Mm. Sean already has like
I
all-
deserve it.
too many diseases. I feel
Sean.
like if I gave it more, he would just die. So.
Donald got all the diseases.
Well,
I didn't even
Donald's
deserve most of
dead
them. That's the
now.
worst part.
The
No,
thing
you
is,
fucking
he's
earned
dead.
them.
So,
Yeah.
like, that's not proving anything.
Mm. So yes, there's definitely. I said I have no bows, so no arrows, sadly. The locals might have a few, but we don't really bother stacking up on those.
Can I roll persuasion to ask how I could get the fancy guns in the back?
So persuasion on how to get them.
Yeah. Like,
I mean,
what
I
could
mean,
do to earn them.
Sure, you don't really need to roll persuasion. You could just ask.
Okay, I just ask.
Well, these are more so for special emergencies, shall we say. If there's something that particularly needs to be dealt with that requires, you know, just a bit more oomph, then those are usually brought out. The rifle especially is useful. It packs magical shots here that do particular damage. It's a very expensive weapon.
One second.
Even the ammo itself is worth quite a lot.
Doesn't Sean count as a special emergency?
You could shoot him with it.
Only if I
It would probably
transform.
work.
I mean,
Can't
like
fucking
any
believe
time. I
this.
mean, like any time, Sean.
They have such a beautiful piece of machinery and they ruin it with filthy magic.
I'm sorry. Do you not want magic in your technology in our magical game?
And as a fairy,
No. No.
You fuck.
Well, look, we have ones that do not use magic. They're much smaller.
I think he can handle the size fine.
What would I have to roll to see if he could give me one?
I feel. What's your charisma?
I kind of
I would.
I hate the idea of
I-
using a magical gun, but I kind of want one just so I could be like a foot tall fairy using a 2-meter long gun.
Oh my god.
Let's
That
see,
would
my
be something to see.
Sean should have to roll a fucking d20 if he fucking wants that weapon.
My charisma is a 2, and it's not for me. Sorry, it's for Nod.
In that case, you wouldn't be able to,
Uh-huh,
because you
sure
probably
it
need to like
is.
roll a 25.
A 25? You're asking
Yeah.
for something above a 20?
Yeah, you need to have
Yep.
a 20, and then you'd also probably need to have like a +5.
So yeah, so I have a +5 persuasion, so I need to get a nat 20.
If you want to try.
I have a +4. If
That means
okay,
it's
if
physically
Nod,
impossible for you to.
if Nod rolls, can I give him help? Can I give him advantage by helping?
You could technically help him with an action.
I'm not gonna fucking waste my chance. I might. Can I ask him if
Yes. Yes.
how do you know the desperation of the mission until after it's been initiated?
Well,
Like-
usually by that point, being an airship, we're usually impervious to Morse damage. So if people require... Well, it's more so if we know what we're facing. Then in that case, it gets brought out when needed.
Is there a way we could magically send a message back to the airship to request the weapons if like things are an emergency situation?
Most of you should have some sort of way to contact the ship, right? Message spells and flares.
Donald had the message spells. Donald's brains
Did
are
he?
still splattered over the commander's office.
You
Our
should-
mage is dead.
You should probably... well, that's a bit rough.
Yep.
I guess.
Well, you're lucky I also have to dispense these two. They are part of the standard arsenal, so you would take out a few more scrolls, like 3 of the magic scrolls, and put them on his desk. Here you go. And
So,
do you
what do these
also need a
scrolls do?
new
Do they
flare
just-
gun?
Ah, yes.
Alright,
That'll
so
be 5 doubloons.
basically, when you cast a spell, it will bring the message back to the ship. And
Alright.
then that will go for the whole chain of command and events, and you will be, well, depending on what the message is, be it needing an extraction, then you ask for that, and that should have someone open a portal your way, if you're visible to the ship, mind you. Otherwise, you also have the flare gun in case you also need something.
I take the flare gun and the scrolls.
And 3 shots for that one too.
You should probably add that to your inventory, not.
Yeah, I am. How do you remove things from your inventory?
There should be like a little padlock thingy in the like bottom right of your inventory. You click on that, and then you get like a little red bubble. If you click on those bubbles, it'll remove them. Man, I'm disappointed in this armory. All you guys got is just guns and shit and explosives.
Guns do tend to resolve most of our problems.
Has evolved.
Yeah, but I expected a little bit more of variety. You know, some more finer weaponry.
What do you mean finer weaponry? We do have finer weaponry. We've got all these rifles. You're the one that wants a bow.
Well, the bows and swords are fine weapons, are they not? And they can also be enchanted.
Yeah.
They get
And while Sean's having this pointless argument, I've got 3 scrolls, so I give them to the most responsible members of the group, which unfortunately includes Artsy.
What?
So I give Artsy a magic message scroll, and I also give another one to Lily, who is sleeping, is still unconscious. So I just sort of shove the scroll down her throat.
You may have to remind that to Lily.
Is she breathing?
Who knows?
No one truly knows.
I'm offended that you would rather
And I
give the
poke her
unconscious
with a
person a
stick.
scroll and not me.
Yep.
Still, Sean, you've been a bigger threat to us than the enemies in this campaign.
So wait, what is this you're giving me now?
Artsy's the type to eat her scroll. Are you sure this is...
That was one time!
And
I
if
hate how right you are.
in an emergency, if you need to communicate with HQ, you write down the message in the scroll and then use it, and it will automatically send a message to the airship.
You can basically.
Are we sure she
think
knows
the
how to
message.
write?
She can
Hey!
lick the
I
paper.
don't need to write. You're mean. So, scroll of help, I guess.
How the fuck did my internet die on my fucking laptop? I mean, it's been struggling, but you know, it's weird. There we go. Restart,
You
please.
struggle.
I do. There we go.
Struggle to be.
Well, I'm gonna sadly return to our room and just lay in bed. There's not much for...
Well, there was also the herbal aroma. You could probably find something to eat there, which isn't goblin cum.
Oh my god.
Does Sean spend the next hour just looking for the smell in the room?
I
Try
trust
and find
Artsy's
that?
nose to find the herbal aroma.
Mm.
You should not
Well,
trust
the herbal
my
aroma
nose.
is
I have
from
a-
your masks, mind you. That's
it's
where
attached
you...
to our mask.
Yeah.
Oh. Oh, I thought you meant like it was coming from somewhere in the ship.
No. The herbal aroma is...
I thought you were going to find like a potions brewer or something.
Do you think he's giving us a side quest of, there's an interesting sussy smell on this ship. We should
Yeah,
investigate.
find the fucking
I
loot
mean,
lab.
would you put it past them?
Oh, wait. You just gave me a brilliant idea.
Oh
Syl.
no.
I mean, the interrogator's on this ship, and he had a whole alchemical equipment thing.
Yeah. Sylv, I ask you, is there, I guess I can ask the armor guy if he knows, like, if there's, like, a potion room in this ship that we can, like, take some useful potions from for the mission.
Usually potions are also something I give out, once they are available.
Anything that we could take, something that could, like, heal someone's wounds, or, like...
Your most
heal
powerful
poison?
aphrodisiac, sir.
I'm afraid we do not have an aphrodisiac on board. He seems to think he has a thought for a second, but then he just shakes his head, and then just looks again in the armory.
Was it just an unfortunate side effect like the fucking performance enhancer for for combat?
The stamina potion.
Yeah, it gives him an extra stabbing weapon.
But yeah, anything for healing, possibly like increasing our strength. If you want to give
could
him
use
the
a
stamina
stamina
that's fine.
potion for the bedroom, honestly. Whenever
Oh my god.
when I think about it, you know, like the green stamina potion, you definitely could.
I'm sorry, what? Your stamina potions are green?
They're often green.
Mine are usually yellow.
That may not be a stamina potion.
Are those going to you by Donald by any chance?
No.
Or a guy
Usually the
who
green ones make you glow or jump really high.
I'm not sure what kind of potions you have where you are, but
Jesse, what the fuck are you talking about?
anyways, I could get you these are a bit more. Did you mention your mage died?
Yes.
Okay, that does help you quite a bit, seeing
had
as you
a
have no
mage.
one else to heal you.
Yeah. So some healing potions, maybe something that can strength.
Do you have
Give
any
us a
sort
bit of
of
strength would be
designated
nice.
medic outside of that?
I'm pointing at Nauticus because he knows a healing spell.
I mean, I've already left the room with my guns.
Oh no! I'll tell him it's the fairy. He knows some healing spell or two, maybe.
He's getting all my things. Alright. Well, here's 2 healing potions. You apply these to...
Alright.
Well, you make someone drink it, but you should also apply some to the wound itself. Generally, half and half is how we prefer to go. So apply to the wound and apply to the person.
Okay, I'll deliver these to him.
Fair enough. Here you go. Alright, I hope that better be all, or are you gonna freaking drain my resources dry here? He says as there's like a whole still armory full of things.
No, I think I'm good. I think I'm good.
Very
I
good.
don't think there's any armor here that could help me out specifically. So besides that, I'm good.
Fair enough. Well, have a good day.
You too. And I'm just gonna return to my room.
Okay. Anything else anyone else is doing?
I don't think so.
Artsy, what are you doing in this time?
I'm poking Lily in the face. See if she's alive.
You are unsure.
She violently snores in your face like Donald did earlier.
You are honestly
Can I
unsure
grab a
if Lily
bat
is
and
even
threaten
alive.
to hit her?
She does not react.
Maybe I need to hit harder.
So I just now
Careful, she'll
abusing
like it.
Lily, hitting her with a baseball bat while she's unconscious.
She's gonna come back and have 1 health left.
Word.
Blames on
I
Sean.
walk in with my extra granados and he was like, "Great work, Artsy. She'll definitely not wake up now."
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh.
Okay. In that case, time passes. I think Lily
bread.
accidentally gets like a black eye or something from Artsy trying to see if she's alive.
I'm just looking out for her, man.
And not
You're trying
eat
to
some
kill her?
bread.
Mhm.
Nice. So eventually time
Exactly, I'm
passes,
entertaining Nod.
and you seem to know it. Actually, would any one of you remember this?
Remember what?
I'm assuming someone would. Well, the point is, at some point, the little schedule you have, you may notice that
Oh,
there's
there's a schedule?
Yeah. Ven's left a schedule for you. And at some point it would be becoming like your time. Question is, would any of you remember it?
Yeah, RC was a good gremlin. She actually came in before. She was the least late of us,
Fair.
not counting me.
Well, in that case, you all get to hurry over to the station. I could change the screen to be the ship. There we go. Come on.
Yeah, we don't want me getting lost again.
Definitely. There we go. It's not changing for the stream. Shit.
No.
Can I rejoin as a viewer? Why isn't it working? No, stop lagging.
But I like to lag.
I can't freaking change the screen. Okay, there we go.
The character sheets are weirdly laggy, aren't they?
A little.
Not even.
They seem to be getting
this.
worse the more shit we add onto them.
I'm just trying to
It's only
change the
just
view.
begun.
The point is, you're brought onto like the walkway where you're usually sent off with the portals, and that is where you see other teams waiting. There's a oh god, there's all the art here, beautiful.
Oh.
And the bondage lily, I see. No.
This isn't
Forget
the one with
bondage,
my
Ollie.
goat.
You need. Where's Breadnod?
Bredicus, I think,
I
was
think
on
Rednod?
another page.
No, I think it was-
Rednod was a different one.
Yeah. Instead you've got nude nods dancing.
Yes.
Why are we dancing again?
I don't remember.
Don't remember
Do we
either.
want to know? I don't think.
But
we
I
wanna
see
know.
drinking, so I assume drinking was involved.
Yeah. So
Although I
you
am
He drank with
curious.
Lily.
you get a nice view on like the frontal platform here. It's not pinning it, is it? I'm trying to pin it. It's not working. Yes, point is you're there. And oh cool, show it on the other screen too. And yeah, you see another team take a room on the other side, and they're all putting on their masks. They're all getting ready. There's a lot of hustle and bustle about. There's a bunch of mages in each of these round platforms. There's at least one mage who is just getting ready for this too. They're warming up. And you have Venz here waiting for you as well. And he's wearing his mask too.
I
Alright.
guess we should probably put those on.
Yes, you probably should. We don't really know what to expect on the other side. There's going to be scouts going ahead and making sure every single location is more or less safe before we open up the portal and go through. Like I mentioned, if there's a lot of shaking, that's normal. It happens. Just be careful for anything loose going and try to make way for any sort of repair crews if needed. It puts a lot of strain on the ship, and it's going to potentially put a lot of strain on your bodies too. So just be aware of that. If you start feeling strange, that's probably the result of the portal. It's one thing to open up a nice portal in one world, it's another to go between them.
Shouldn't he? What are you doing using data to listen to us?
What?
Shouldn't he's message in chat?
Oh my god, why are you using mobile data to listen to us? Use Wi-Fi. Cheers, sure.
What's Wi-Fi?
Just plug an Ethernet cable to your phone.
Everyone.
Why don't they have Ethernet cables? They should.
What are other things you take to the beach?
Well, of course, my Ethernet cable. What do you mean Germany has no internet overall? Alright. So yeah, as you're kind of standing there, there's things going on. You get to see that on the very frontal platforms, there is, on occasion, one of the masked individual, like similar to the mage guard some of you trained or worked with. They're going to there and they're kind of looking around. You see one mage open up a portal for them, which gives you like an insight into it. Basically, what looks like a completely other world. Some of them like basically hostile. Sometimes you get to even feel like a bit of heat against your skin as it opens, and they just don't always step through it. They're just kind of looking through, and just investigating, kind of like looking through a mirror into another realm. And that seems to take a while. It's a very boring venture, really, as it seems to be just a lot of logistics and planning, as you get to stand around for a few hours. And between that, you see as these mage guards, they just, on occasion, step through the portals, and then they return, sometimes slightly with charred cloaks, sometimes they're just exhausted, and then they just like shake their heads and are replaced by someone else, and then that person does the same job. And it just seems to be looking for something. Before finally some things start to get going, one of them returns a bit better off, and they nod to one of the mages, and that just gets a whole thing rolling around the ship.
While this is happening, I eat bread.
Of course. So you take off your mask to eat some bread. Fair.
No, I just...
You stuff it in the mask.
I put like one crumb through the mask at a time.
Oh my god. Okay, fair.
Damn, dedication.
Well, you hear like a booming voice suddenly as... Well, you hear a bunch of voices as this kind of chain of command starts going through. Starting from the ship especially, as, you know, the alert goes. All hands make ready! We're opening a portal in approximately 5 minutes. Masks on, and be on your highest alert. And then that basically starts repeating throughout the ship, as it seems to be like a bunch of officers just going about, knocking, just making sure the message is delivered. There's no single, like, you know, system that gets the message across. It's a bit old-timey there, where, yeah, they're just carrying it around. You hear the occasional shout and echo of the same order. And finally, after 5 minutes, you see the mages beginning to focus. And this portal just starts ripping open at the very front of the ship. And very slowly, the ship just going forward begins to enter it. You feel like a change of temperature. You begin to see the other side as the ship just begins to shake. And where you are standing, with railings and basically out in the open, that shaking gets very violent.
I mean, I don't feel it because I'm flying.
Fair.
Motherfucker.
How would flying like that work? What? Well, you should probably hold on to something while you're doing that. So I still feel like
Hold on to Sean.
yeah. So the point is, there's a very violent shaking, and what do? As you're standing basically between these two railings, and you know the world many meters below you, and like basically a drop that would kill you.
It would definitely kill a normal person who couldn't fly.
Yeah, basically, yeah.
I turn and give a shit-eating grin to the others.
Mm-hmm. Do you hold on to the railing? Do you just steel yourself? How do you handle this? Except Nod, who's flying.
Yeah.
I probably grip the railing for life.
I'm surprised Arts isn't gripping someone's leg.
No, no. The legs aren't sturdy enough. They might go flying and take me with them. I need to hold on to steel
Sean.
rod.
I also grip onto the railing.
Okay, good.
Not my railing.
Nod, do you grip into a railing?
No.
Okay. Nod, as the portal goes through and you know everything starts shaking and it's finally your turn to kind of just where
Nod
you
fucking
pass
dies.
this threshold. Nod, Sean, I believe, would go first, and shortly after that there would be Artsy, and you would feel this tension as the ship goes through. Now you get why the ship is beginning to shake. As it just kind of goes over your muscles, you feel a bit of clenching. You feel just a bit sick, significantly. And Nod, I'm going to have you roll a constitution check as this kind of tension begins to go and pull at your muscles, and you begin to feel sick. Would you be able to even maintain your flight? So give me a constitution check. Or a constitution save, I believe.
Alright, we'll do 20 plus 2.
Okay. Why did the music
Imagine him talking all this shit about flying and he gets a nat one.
stop? I know, that's the point. Oh god.
The fuck is that?
I don't know.
Is that Donald?
That's Donald.
Apparently.
Donald, stop freaking giving us
What is wrong
weird-
with your mic?
Stop
What?
being a rebel.
What?
Your mic sounds like
buzzing.
it's giving us
It's buzzing.
Morse code right now.
Yeah. It's better now.
It sounds like you're announcing your water sports fetish with your microphone.
19.
There's a
Okay.
ring
Someone
bitch.
needs our help.
So you do manage,
Guys.
like you feel this kind of shock almost go through you, and you drop a few feet, but then you manage to just, before you hit the ground, just, you know, flap around and not smack down. And you suddenly find
Imagine.
yourselves in what looks like a completely different world. From where you were, there's like luscious green trees below you, mountains. This place looks all means hostile. There's like a firm wind blowing. Well, it's not something that would sweep you off, but there's like a considerable more wind. There is the whole world there below you is like hot. There's only like rock and magma. Some rocks seem to be floating as if not even affected by gravity. Some pieces, there's like fires going around. The sky itself looks more brownish, filled with smoke. You're wearing masks, so you don't have any trouble breathing, assuming you'll put them on properly. Artsy,
Sean put his
do
on
you
properly.
think you put yours on properly?
Artsy did not.
I'm very tempted to say no for the sake of funny, but I don't know. Is that really
Bad.
smart?
No, well, I think you'd manage enough. If you put it on barely enough. Now, so yeah, you don't manage to exactly smell the smoke or anything, but outside of that, you see it, basically. You see that if you were not wearing the mask, it may be a lot more difficult to breathe, as it does get a lot warmer for you, and yeah, the air is just filled with smoke. And like that, essentially, everything seems to finally calm down. The ship starts shaking a lot less, and it all seems like a success. And after a few more hours like this, there's a lot of things going around after the jump. People are getting some rest. Some people are going around fixing, making sure all is in order. There's a bunch of like repair crews just investigating the ship, making notes. And you're finally laid off. You're given your chance to finally go off duty, and you're replaced with another team. And that experience just continues for what is essentially the next week or so. You all have your own shifts where you have to go and sit down, just wait. And each time it's just a lot of buzzing around, looking, scouting. You get to see how some realms are a lot easier to go, like a lot more hospitable, where they find something nice. The shaking sometimes is greater, sometimes it's lesser. And yeah, sometimes it's just a matter of you are in your cabin, you get to put on the mask, and then everything, you're just in a new world. And like that, it just keeps going and going. It becomes very mundane.
Meh.
Until finally,
Oh.
you are all resting in your room. It's like a weekend. Sean, you slowly start feeling... it's been almost a month, hasn't it? At this rate.
Yeah.
But I don't know if it will be exactly
Probably.
that. I think it might have been a month. So you start feeling like your strength in regards to like your spiritual strength of like your,
Are
your
you
dragon
really
half.
giving me my period now?
I'm not giving you your period.
You're not going off top periods.
Exactly. Those are reserved for the coolest people. But yeah, you feel like you might be slowly regaining your power. Like it's at this rate, maybe you could transform. It could be a bit dangerous. Maybe better to wait before
Let's try it out. No, I'm kidding.
on the ship, of course.
I got scared. I thought you were gonna do the. It's that time of the month for your void
Hmm.
plague to come out.
Weak.
You wish. But oh, Sean, when there is the going in between portals, you do feel significant, like a weird empty pull from like a very weird emptiness inside of you, or followed by some chaos. And
What you're saying is Sean feels like he needs to be filled.
Sounds like I'm feeling an indescribable emptiness.
yes, you feel like an indescribable emptiness whenever you cross between the worlds. And also, whenever you do that, I forgot about that, you would like hear distinct screams in your brain. Like there's voices calling out the second you cross between worlds.
First, I'm drowning in an indescribable emptiness. Now I'm drowning in the screams of whatever the fuck.
Yeah, but it's only like for a couple seconds. And then there's just the emptiness feeling. But yes, finally, everything is mundane. You hear a very familiar call of the officer going around. Everyone make ready! Masks on! They're kind of knocking on the doors, making sure everyone gets the message. And you see through your window, like, the portal beginning to open. And you know at this point, you're also getting very close to your... of where you were going to. So, like, you should be reaching the destination of the realm. Like, it was supposed to be around a week, and it is basically around a week. You heard words going around the ship that you're almost there. It's not exactly there, but it's, you're getting very dangerously close. You've been told to be put on high alert. And then finally, as you go through this portal, everything seems fine for a second, except for the, the occasional shaking, the strange feeling. You could have gotten used to a bit by now. And like that, it's, hours pass. Everything seems fine. Everything seems a lot more chilly. Like, it's a very cold realm. So there's a very general cold going through the ship.
You okay there, Arcee?
No, likey the cold.
Arcee, do you do anything to battle the cold? It's very chilly.
Yeah. Do I find somewhere nice and warm to bundle up and hide?
You could, hide in a corner.
My
and
bread
just
pile is
wrap
off
your-
limits.
But it's so warm and toasty in there. Please, Nod.
No.
What can I do to get in your pile?
You could potentially. I don't know if that would. Sorry,
Come on, Nod.
within
you
your
wanna cover me
room.
with bread?
No, the
Maybe.
bread is for eating. I don't want a taste of gremlin.
I assume
Artsy
that
wants to
Nauticus's
become bread.
corner of the room is just his bed covered in bread, and he's just hidden in it somewhere. You can't really see
The
him.
entire amount of
He's in the
cars.
bread cave.
It's like a beaver lodge except bread.
Oh my god, yes. Okay,
Oh my
official.
God.
Nod builds beaver dam homes out of bread and
Oh
lives in
my
them.
god. Just this
That's
bread
his new
pile, then
business.
Nauticus just peeks his head out.
Like a fucking chipmunk in the savannah, looking around for predators.
I'd buy a bread house from him.
Artsy, so how do you go about it then? Do you like find a nice corner, wrap yourself in blankets? What do you do?
I mean, that sounds about right. And just growl at anyone who comes near me, trying to pull me out.
Okay.
You can just see my tail sticking out and flicking about.
Aww.
Can we have a thing where Lily is still passed out and she reaches out for a plushie and grabs Artsy instead? Can't escape
Oh,
her
no.
grasp.
You wish you got
No,
to see that
no.
kind of action. Lily, at this point, we will ignore their existence because I don't know what they'd be doing.
She's still recovering from her
comatose.
training
How
session.
dare they sleep?
She's still got
I
my
like
scroll in her
getting
mouth.
And then several hours pass like this, and you just feel another shaking. It's not time for the usual
Shaking.
portaling. No one's given any sort of thing. You hear... No, you actually wouldn't even hear anything. You just hear like a cracking of the metal in the ship as something just shakes the ship violently. And you even manage...
What is that?
Actually, no, you wouldn't. So, yeah, you hear that, and you hear a bunch of shouting going on around, out of nowhere, around the whole of the ship. People are apparently confused. And then there's just silence. And then again, you feel another shaking. As the hull just starts creaking a bit. And the shouting gets a bit louder. You have a window in your room, mind you.
Is it a big window?
It's a small window.
Now, is this like nod size small or
Not
like...
size small window. It's a very small window.
So it's a
Is
micro
Artsy
window.
tall enough to actually see out the window, though?
Oh,
Oh, that's a
dare
good
you.
question. I don't think so.
Motherfucker. Well,
I think
now I'm
Arts-
gonna try and look out the window just for that comment.
Artsy, would you like
Motherfucker.
to put up a chair to the window?
Yes. Well, no, I don't need no chair. I can
bends
reach
or
it.
something to go. Do you want me to describe the scene to you, or shall I get you a bucket?
No.
What is it Legolas
no,
says?
motherfucker. I just growl at Nod.
So do you not grab a chair?
No, I can reach it on my tippy toes. I just have to
I-
try harder.
I will push Artsy out of the way and just look through myself.
You don't see...
Hey!
You don't see
Still?
anything on the other side. You just see, like, the frostiness of the realm. There's, like, a bunch of tall-ass glaciers, right? And you don't actually begin to see anything at first. There's just a clear sky. Everything's fine. Before finally, there's another shaking and another shaking. And
The shaking it.
you are beginning to see what is these tiny little ice crystals that begin flying past the ship as if like entering a storm. And all of a sudden, like the shaking just gets very much more constant as there's something apparently hitting the ship. And these ice crystals just begin forming further and further away from where, around the ship. Like, you just see them appearing and just clouding the area around you. And there's a lot more violent pulling around the ship. There's a lot more shaking. What do you do?
I go back
I
into
just-
my bread pile.
I go back to my bed.
I go back in my corner of warmth.
That's not my problem.
Okay.
I mean, they have like an announcement system, so
Assuming
Just
something
go on
goes
like
on, they'll
nothing's
announce it.
happening. Nothing out of the ordinary.
Well, you do suddenly begin hearing a lot more shouts going around. They're getting a bit louder before finally someone knocks on your door. It's like, everyone brace! We're getting an emergency portal! Quickly! Masks on!
Alright. I assume the emergency position in my bread pile.
Okay.
Before putting my mask on, I tell Artsy, hey, there's
Oh,
a
yeah.
mountain of alcohol out the window if you want to take a peek.
Oh, also, suddenly, as you all get the announcement, you hear the familiar shake, and suddenly, right through your wall, you see as one of these crystals that you saw flying past just crashes right through the metal and makes a hole in the ship right into your room and just hits the wall on the far side and finally just
Sean was
pierces
looking through
into
the
it.
window at this time, right?
But
No,
it comes
I went
from,
back
it
to the
comes
back.
from the other side, the thicker
okay.
side, where there's many more walls between you and that side, and it just finally just impales itself on the inside of your wall near the window. Just to give you an idea of what might be happening as the shaking continues and the shouting keeps going. And suddenly you begin seeing the portal open. There's a lot more creaking, there's a lot more shaking. Considerably. And finally, as the ship enters the portal, you hear just a lot more bending, creaking. The ship isn't liking it in the slightest. Before something completely just rocks it. There's like a very violent thud, like an explosion practically, that you hear go off. And everyone give me a Constitution save.
No.
Da-da-da-da.
Constitution correct.
Balls.
Oof.
Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Oh,
Oh, it's 17. Never mind. I thought it was...
I got a 17.
Nice.
What did not get? A 7.
I got a 7.
Oof.
oh.
Artsy got a 6.
Oh no!
You know, I told Artsy to go look out the window for alcohol. I could have gotten her killed. Jesus.
You're
Yup.
an asshole.
So, Sean, you get just a bit lucky. You manage to hold on to something. But as this very violent shake just goes through the ship, you hear this creaking. You hear all of these... some metal just bending. Everything's going wrong. And then... Nod, as you are in your bread pile, there's this very violent shake, just squishes you in this bread. It just goes everywhere, collapses on you. Like the pressure of it somewhat squeezes you for 1d4 damage, which I'm gonna roll now.
Alright.
But just because he was
3.
in the bread pile, it kind of saved him, so he's not fully dead.
Artsy, you managed to hit your head against one of the walls. For also
Damn it.
3 damage.
And Artsy is comatose now.
No, Archie doesn't have anything too valuable in their skull.
Oh
No,
my god.
that's not nice.
Yep. And then, suddenly, as you get through the portal, none of you are looking for the window anymore, are you?
Nope.
Okay.
No.
So the shaking finally just begins to subside, but also you begin to feel pressure, you know, as something has breached the hole considerably, and there's just a pull against one of the walls. Like, things are not exactly looking good. And you constantly hear a bit more creaking going for the metal, bending. And you feel this feeling like you're falling slightly. You also start smelling some bit more... You have your masks on, so you wouldn't be able to smell anything except the herbs still. But you do feel the pressure And yeah, it basically feels like the ship is falling. And do any of you do anything?
I get my mattress from my bed and my blankets and put them in the bread pile for extra shock absorption when if we hit the ground.
Okay.
So is there just this like blanket ball of Nod and his bread just pounding around the room?
Or blank. Well, yeah, the bread would be kind of flying around, wouldn't it? Now.
Do we take bread damage?
If we're
Open my mouth and eat it?
falling at the right rate, is the bread like floating like it's in zero gravity?
You're not falling in that way, where it's like you're dropping completely, but you do feel with the pressure that it is like getting lighter and lighter. So you do feel lighter on your feet, but you're not exactly feeling like you're being lifted off.
Is there bread floating around?
Because you are in an airship. Airships don't fall like airplanes do, where, you know, they suddenly just begin going down. It's a lot more gradual.
So there's no bread flying around. Got it.
Well, with all the shaking, some of the bread would still probably, you know, begin hitting
So can I
around.
try to catch some bread in my mouth?
Yes.
Yes.
Do you
I
go
want
out of
Nod's
your way
bread.
to jump and try to chomp out of bread?
Yes.
Give me a dex.
Yes, I do.
Give me a dex, please.
Okay.
Imagine she gets a nat 1 and misses the bread and just slams into a
I
wall.
believe that would be D20 plus my dexterity, correct?
Yes.
I think that's correct. Yay!
Good job. You managed to catch the bread, but since you're such a dingus, give me a constitution saving throw now.
God damn it!
Lamau.
Yay!
That's not
Did I
bad.
win?
You get lucky, I would say, as you managed to catch the bread, but you also, as another just crack rolls through the ship, right? Another violent shaking. You almost hit your head against the wall, but just managed to brace yourself in time.
I happily chew on the bread in my mouth and grin at Nod evilly.
So you don't brace yourself in any way, you're just eating bread.
Yes.
Okay, Sean, what are you doing in this time?
Can I jump on the bread pile with my mattress on top of me?
Sure.
We'll have a mattress sandwich here.
Okay, okay.
Who? Do you have anything to say, Nod? We're eating your bread. We're making you a mattress sandwich.
Yeah, I elect not to get fucking crushed by Sean. I would rather. There are some people I'd be okay with getting sat on to death. Sean is not one of them.
Okay. Do you do anything about that then, or?
You know what? I leave my pile and I go through like the series of holes that the big shard made to like the outside.
What?
So I can like not to the outside, but to where the big hole on the entrance is, so I can get a good grade and get a good measure, like how far we are above the ground and whatnot.
Okay. So as you get through, you manage to see the chaos of the ship as you kind of go between wall and wall and wall. And the more you go between these, you see basically the side of the ship being shredded. There is like as if a bunch of these crystals hit it on the sides. And finally, it gets a lot easier as just basically one of the sides of the ship just begins to just look like Swiss cheese, really. And you finally find a nice hole where you still feel the pressure going through it as you are falling. And you see the ship just... It's still in the sky, it's still pretty high up, and it's very much violently beginning to go down. If you were to try to... You can't really see up. You would basically see the balloon, but you would basically be able to see that a bunch of the integrity above you is just not there. Like, nothing's exactly on fire like you see in the Hindenburg with, you know, it going ablaze. But you see that a bunch of the integrity of like the balloons and everything holding it together are just gone. So you're just dropping violently.
How long would you say we have until impact?
1 minute.
Can I just fly out the side? Since I can maintain altitude and control my own descent.
You can!
So you're just gonna watch us?
Yeah, I'm just
Watch us
gonna fly out
crash?
and watch you guys crash.
Now I'm extra happy I ate your bread.
Wow.
I'm doing this because you ate my bread. I would still be in my bread file if you guys.
But I wasn't the one who tried to
Um,
crush you.
You're
I was
both
just
as bad
a
as
poor
each other.
starving gremlin.
Hmm.
You're so mean to the poor gremlin.
Alright, yeah,
Just
so I
wanted to
just
eat.
leave through the hole in the sides and just like fly at like a steady rate. And just have like a gentle descent above the crashing airship. That's assuming the weather is okay in the new realm we've arrived at, right?
It be windy.
Okay, if it's just wind, if there's no fucking death shards of ice, I'll take some wind.
Yes, there's no longer death shards of ice, so you're lucky there. But yeah, okay, sure. So you just go out the side and you begin flying.
Would I be allowed to glide out the like hole? Or
The hole is not big
window?
enough for you.
Lol.
How about the window?
The window is too
The window
small
is
for
not
you.
sized.
You could try. It wouldn't end well.
So, in the minute that we have left in the air, is there no way for me to escape the rooms?
You could try going through the doors. Like
You've already
you
used
could
your
definitely
action,
try. He still has time.
Didn't you already sit?
Mind you, it's very difficult for you to keep your footing.
You know what? Where's Artsy located?
She's just in the corner eating
Why
my
do
bread.
you need to know?
Artsy's like bumping on the ground, munching on breads.
I'm just flying
Since-
around.
Since I'm in the mattress bread sandwich, I'm just gonna like extend my hand out and grab Artsy and just pull her into the sandwich.
Okay,
Just making
wanted
sure
to
she
come
doesn't
in the
get herself
sandwich.
murdered in the corner.
okay.
Said I
Why
wanted
would
to
you
come
come
in the sandwich. Because you're in here.
Artsy would
That's what I'm
rather
close. I didn't want to
die.
come in the sandwich.
Oh my god.
But yeah, that's it. We
Ara.
stay in the sandwich, I guess.
Okay. No, do you get to observe as this majestic, lot more majestic ship is smoking? There's some fire going on, and you get to see how its hull just keeps giving out until. Actually, from where you would be, you wouldn't be able to see the side where you flew out of because the ship would kind of be turning slowly as it is doing that. And you see that the middle part of it is a lot more broken than a lot of... That was like where you saw the explosion, and that is almost missing. And as this metal begins just cracking and bending, the ship splits in half just before it crashes down into like a green foresty jungle below. And just crashes. It doesn't look pleasant.
I know this is information for Nod, but is there any body of water nearby that can
God
be seen
damn
from
it,
that
Nod.
height? Like at all?
Motherfucker.
There's a considerable... There's some body... He does see bodies of water. In fact, Nod would get a good idea of the place we're at. So I could share the map. Assuming I uploaded...
Nod,
the
we're in
whole map.
Subnautica.
Sean,
I just described a jungle
What?
below you. How are you in Subnautica?
Sean be
One of
like,
the
my
islands-
house has a glass of water in it, it's Subnautica.
Oh, like it has the floating island is like a bit of a jungle.
Sean, shut the fuck up.
Give it a second. I'm trying to...
trying to upload.
Niels.
Wow.
I think the website crashed, right?
I have more coffee.
Fucker.
No, I have no more coffee.
Ah.
I want more coffee.
This looks nice.
So Nod
Drink
would get
tea.
Nod would get like a nice view of like the huge jungle stretching out below him, and far away he sees like far away patches of like desert and mountains all around. As he's flying around and watching as the ship just kind of crashes more or less here. Actually, a bit more closer to here. There you go.
So we're in the jungle of
Hydrate, thank
thorns,
you.
right?
Yes.
Mm,
What is the red dotted line?
That's something for later. Don't worry about it.
wait, can you?
I'm
show
worried
me
For
about
now,
where
I
we're
put this
at?
map here for you to basically see where you are. I
Wait,
was
wait,
gonna
can you,
reveal
like,
it later, but yeah.
Click again where we're at in the jungle.
There.
Thank you.
Oh, thank you. How nice of you. And yeah, Nod, what do you do?
I just gently descend to the wreckage.
Okay.
To inspect if his bread is okay.
Yes.
just,
No bread
see,
left behind.
just sees
If
two
there's
dead
any survivors,
bodies.
also that would be alright.
Okay, got it. You have your priorities.
I also love how this is fucking epic, like majestic music has been playing while we've had this horrific, intense crash.
I meant to change the music, but then I just didn't have the
I
time.
mean, it sounds good for after crash music.
After crash music?
After crash
Yeah,
music.
after crash
Oh, this
music.
is so tiny. I should fix that.
I mean, I don't know what's the issue with epic music when crashing something, Nod. Literally, that's
I mean,
what
like
they did in-
majestic epic music.
I mean,
not, like,
usually
just
there isn't
intense.
epic music when you're crashing. There's usually just a lot more screaming as you're about to die.
Yeah, this is like I'm entering the Elven
That
Prince's
scream.
chambers music.
Yeah, I probably should have changed it, but oh well.
Yeah.
Be
know
lucky
what,
you're getting any
so,
music. You didn't used
No,
to.
I know what music we need.
Someone's fine.
If you don't-
Of course.
You know what? That's acceptable. I was gonna suggest the crash music from Subnautica itself. That's pretty good crash music.
Well,
Well,
fine.
the
Well,
fucking-
you've no longer crashed. So, well, the crash is now below now, and things are settling down somewhat. So you are now in it. You descend, and the jungle. It's a jungle. It's a proper jungle, Nod. There's the trees here are enormous. They're all dense. There's a huge humidity, and like the ship almost feels small with the area around it. As you manage to, I just realized that the thing is wrong.
Or is it?
Well, it's wrong for the viewers because for when you guys it changes for you, it changes for you, but for the people watching the stream, they cannot see. So
Imagine being able to see.
yeah, you see the two halves of the ship split apart and in slightly different spots, smoking. Supplies, pieces of the ship scattered around into few different places in this jungle, and they're kind of stuck in this river. That yeah, one part of the ship is stuck in a river, and the other part where your companions are and your bread, of course, is right here. It's the one in the upper corner. Now, here the ship is wooden, but otherwise you should know that it's a bit more metal. And yeah, that's just more of a visual aid. You do also see the structure of a tower not far away from it, which somehow has managed to... It took like one hit from some random shrapnel as the ship fell, but besides that it's fine. Hinting at some civilization. Cheers, Jester. Have a good one. And yeah, as you descend, everything is definitely a mess. You could doubt that there's survivors. How do you go about finding your room and bread?
Is there a bread beacon?
Sniff out the bread.
The bread beacon.
I think
Nod.
we lost Nod in the crash.
Oh, sorry, I accidentally muted myself there. Let's see. What could I do to find my bread?
What can't you do? Find your bread.
Sean and Artsy, you guys both take 7 damage.
Damn.
Damn, no way to save from that?
No. That was with you guys not dying. So.
I roll perception to try and find, try and recognize the section which I was in from what
Okay.
it used to look like.
Go ahead, go ahead.
Five. There we go. Come on.
Me and Archie
Yes,
conscious, right?
20.
20! Nice. So.
Right.
Give me a second. Sean and Artsy, you awaken with great pain. You know, like you just, your bodies have just been mangled by, gravity and lots of shakes. Your muscles feel, wobbly, weak. Your heads are ringing. Some of your masks may have come loose and you can begin to smell smoke. As you have managed to survive, there seems to be a few cuts on you. You've definitely not come out of this completely fine, but with all the mattresses and all the bread, I guess, you've somehow managed to make it. Your cabin is a mess. There's bent metal everywhere. There's holes in it. There's just nothing looks fine. The beds have fallen over out of their way. Your window's cracked. And there's definitely also a thick humidity to the whole area as well. What do you do?
Well, I guess I push off the mattress from on top of me and attempt to find a way out.
The thickest.
What?
Sorry,
So,
That-
pardon?
I described as reacting to heretic in the chat.
I think he
Thicker
just
than
had a little
Snicker?
Donald moment there.
The thickest. What do you mean the Donald moment? I don't hear voices.
What?
Yes, well,
After
so
he
how do
pushes
you
the
how do you
mattress
try
off?
to get out exactly? You have the main door.
Well, what's the room look like right now? Is there a giant hole I can just hop out of, or is
No.
the door
There's the
open?
hole Nod went through. There's a lot of metal railings and the support just having cracked inwards, broken a few walls, but they're still intact. There's your door.
I attempt to open the door.
The door is jammed. It's a bit out of place. It's gone bent out, and there seems to be some metal kind of stuck in, preventing it from opening properly. Also, as you're doing this, the smoke is beginning to feel a bit thicker, and it's beginning to get warmer.
Okay, so I'm gonna quickly punch a hole in the window so we don't fucking fixate in here.
The window's already gone. The window broke on impact.
Are there any openings?
There is the hole that Nauticus flew through, that where the crystal came in, but it's a bit small for you.
Like smaller than I could fit in? I could
Yes.
attempt to try and squeeze. Damn.
It would be too small for you.
Can I look around the room for anything useful?
Roll me perception.
Okie dokie.
No, you would have taken
I
all
did
your
not.
things, right?
Wait, what?
You have all your things with you, I guess. Like, it would be a
Yeah,
pain
everything that
if
was
I
in
were-
my inventory.
Yeah,
like-
yeah. Minus all
Always
the
keep
piles
the
of bread.
inventory sack on.
What could you find?
I
Whatever
don't
was in your
know.
inventory, I suppose.
There is like a few metal pipe, like there's pieces of metal that are a bit sturdier that you could maybe use for something. That are just broken off, or you could potentially bend out to the rest of the way to have like some sort of bar to use for something.
I'll take them.
Okay.
So
Would I have the strength to like break the door down or like just
You could try. Yeah. You could even have Artsy help you for whatever that's worth.
So would I just put down like metal bars from the crash, I guess?
Sure. You could just do like scrap metal bar, I don't know.
And how many shall I take that
How
you're
many
allowing?
do you want to take?
How many can I take?
Oh no, she's gonna hoard bars.
I don't know if I have to pay attention to
If
my
you're gonna
equipment's
try
weight as
cracking
well?
them so you can kind of take them with you, I would say 3.
Okay, 3. I'm not sure if those would weigh anything.
They would weigh
the metal
but-
bar art? See,
But it's a metal bar from like a very light metal that the ship's made out of. So
Yeah, it broke apart pretty easily. It can't be that strong.
yeah, so it wouldn't be that heavy. But it's still pretty firm. It's just not heavy.
Firm.
Mm.
Okay, what did
Right,
Sean
what-
need help with?
what do I roll here? And is there some sort of advantage because she's
Athletics, I
helping with the bar?
think. And you would get advantage because if you have Artsy helping you.
Alright, athletics. and I
Artsy, how
rolled
would you
twice.
help?
Moral encouragement.
Okay.
I don't know, what are we doing again? What am I helping Sean with?
He's trying to crack the door open.
I got a 17.
Can I just kick the door and see if it falls with my kick? Even though Sean did all the work.
As Sean's doing all the work, I'm trying to break the door open. Your kick, you're not sure if it's the final thing that gets it through, but you can basically almost feel like it is. As you
I feel like
kick,
it
the
is.
door finally just cracks and just bends open, and you can technically get out. It gets stuck at some point, but you can still kind of crawl and make your way out.
I can crawl through because I'm not
I
fat.
bet you can crawl.
Oh god. No, you stop that.
Okay,
Stop what? We didn't say anything.
I did, but that's besides the point. So you did
So
manage to
I'm
make it
hand-waving.
into like one of the T corridors that connected your room to like the main one at the front of the ship. And at that same time, you finally begin to see Nauticus just flying in through the holes which he came out of. And you see this fairy, it just appear, mostly unscathed, while you're in a horrible
go.
shape.
You guys are okay. I'm so glad, I say, and fly right past them and go to my bread.
So your bread's gone mangled a bit too. Much of it has been broken a bit as they kind of hit around.
No, if you
split.
break a loaf of bread, you get 2 pieces of bread.
Fair. Yeah, so it's fine. There's crumbs around and all that, but besides that, your bread, I guess, has survived the journey. Some of it might even almost feel a bit toasty. So...
Even better.
Mm.
Can we add toast to his inventory?
Well, maybe. Well, you start feeling a bit more heat still and a lot more smoke as you enter the corridor. Like, you can practically see all the smoke that is going around. Like, the ship is beginning to fill with it.
So, me and Artsy can fully escape then, right? And not, obviously, since he came in.
Well, for now, you're in the corridor. I could quickly change back to the ship view of where you were.
Cut out there a bit. What was that?
I can change the ship view of where you were.
Do we hear any other people like nearby by any chance?
You hear
Do we roll for
you
that?
hear the occasional scream echoing through the place. Just kind of eerily echoing, or some groans of pain. But they're not
Mostly
very
just sort of
often.
me vacuuming up my bread with my mouth.
Oh my god.
Right.
Oh,
so,
no.
Sorry, so is that where you're storing it? You're trying to just
I
eat
hate
it?
I hate that I can see your mouth doing the vacuuming look.
So
like
yeah,
the
I hate it.
SpongeBob vacuum.
basically you're here
Yes.
right now.
Alright.
In fact, I'm gonna put down a marker, which is in fact just gonna be Sean, which is for where you guys are. Sean represents the team, I'm sorry.
Lamb sauce.
So that's more or less where you are. And the stream doesn't show it that well. In fact, my browser window is frozen. Yeah, that makes sense.
Oh no.
There we go.
Where's the right color?
I'm posting
So, yeah.
visual examples of Nauticus vacuuming his bread.
Oh no. Well, I can't check them anyway.
Yeah, but he and Artsy.
So you're in this
Wait,
kind of like
what?
T-shaped corridor that you can see here. There's all the other rooms as well present. All of them are locked. Well, the doors... On a couple of them, the doors are open. Others, they seem to just be also jammed. And here is like the main corridor towards like the main part of the ship. Of course, also, the ship is torn in half, so ignore half of the ship.
Can I just tell the others that we should just get out of here and help Nod clear his bread out?
Save the bread first.
Not
Bread
much we
before
can
all.
do to unknown scream in the distance. Better to get ourselves out first and then see how's the ship doing from the outside.
You track the scream, but sure. So you just you ignore any sorts of screams and you just make your way out, right?
Yep.
Okay.
They'll be fine.
So in that case, moving you a bit.
The screams mean that they're okay.
Yeah,
Sure.
so
I
it's-
think
You
it-
can't be
I think
screaming
it's-
if you're dead.
Yeah.
Exactly. They're still alive. They're letting us know.
As you make it to the main corridor, you see a bit of a mess, for sure. There is... Above all, as I mentioned, the ship's torn in half, and you see this opening here, right? So where this, otherwise you'd be seeing the other half of the ship, that is no longer there. There is essentially a... Yeah, you'd see jungle and half of the ship missing. Which you guys wouldn't know. Like, Artsy and Sean wouldn't have seen. Nod would have seen it, but you guys, all you felt was like a violent shake. And cracking, and so yeah, you just see that half the ship is gone. And you see a few bodies in the corridor. You know, some people just tossed around, just broken and completely not moving in their armor. Some soldiers, some mechanics, engineers, they're just tossed around.
How gory is this scene?
In
From, like, a
some
scale of 1 to
places
10.
more than others. Let's go with an 8. You see some person,
Moderate.
unfortunately, just impaled by metal that broke away from the ship. You see some
On
people...
a rating from My Hero Academia to Berserk, it's a Tokyo Ghoul.
Oh god. Yes. Let's go with 8. There's lots of blood. There's a mess. There's just mangled bodies. And... yeah, it's not pretty.
A normal Sunday.
Yeah. You see some people seem to have been killed by the crystals going through. Some of them just by the sheer power of, you know, the crash. With nothing to hold on to. They all died. Many of them died from different reasons.
Hope the instructors are okay.
You can hope.
No, they're dead.
Have I finished like packing what bread I can't eat yet?
Yes.
I go straight for the armory to see if the fancy guns have been busted out of their locks.
The armory is on the other half of the ship that is now missing.
Fuck.
You do
So I guess we're
technic-
making a journey.
We can do that later. I go following for like sounds of where the others are. I go to. Do I know where Venz's office is?
What could you want in there?
I'm trying to.
I don't know. Maybe I could eat his corpse.
What? I'm surprised you're the one suggesting this.
Bread.
I think you know that, but since you spent a whole week, I think you know that Venz's office is right here, in this room.
1 second. I see what you're highlighting. I need to close my mic. Okay, so that's not too far away, right?
Yeah.
No.
He was in
Alright,
like your
let's-
section of the ship. He was kind of one
Let's
of the
go
officers.
see Venz.
Okay. So as you go through, you manage. The door is one of the few that are shut. They're jammed. And
How jammed is it? Is it just like a little bit out of line?
well,
Can I use? What I'm wondering is, can I use the kilograms of butter I have in my inventory to grease up the joints so I can open it more easily?
that wouldn't help because it's like parts of it's jammed in a way where part of the wall just gone misaligned and
Jam.
it just doesn't let the thing open because like the walls have just basically slightly crushed onto the door.
I knock on the door and see if he's there.
As you knock, you do not get any answer.
I'm gonna follow Nod just in case he needs assistance, by the way. And I'll drag Artia along because I know she'll probably do something stupid.
Oh, I don't want to go. You?
I mean, the door. You've said the doors are made of like a light metal so they can stay afloat.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't think it should be too hard for the combined strength of like me and Sean to break it down.
Well, of course, you're our fairy. You're not renowned for
I mean,
your
yeah, I do
strength.
have a decent strength rating for a fairy.
It's hilarious. Yeah, so you roll me athletics then.
Both of us?
You could both do it separately, or you could support one another. Up to you.
Nod, do you have a higher athletics or do I have a higher?
What was my athletics?
I think
My athletics
mine's
is 3.
7.
Your athletics is 7.
Yes.
Alright then.
I guess Nod will be giving me assistance.
Yeah. So does that just mean he rolls with advantage then?
Yep.
Yeah. Ooh, is that a nat 20?
Yes, I got a 27.
Nice. So you managed to just just break the door open to find.
How is it that
Hulk
you're
style.
doing that, by the way, Sean?
Oh, I'm just clicking on the stat itself, and it rolls, and it includes like your modifier if it's like
Let me just give it a test.
positive
Yeah,
or
you
negative.
can't do that.
Oh, nice.
If you roll for the sheet, yeah.
Like you saw how I got a nat 20, but it automatically added the 7 onto
Can
it.
I do this with like weapons? If I do click on my pistol?
Yeah,
If
Oh,
have,
nice.
anything you can
yeah.
click on.
Oh, that makes it so much fucking easier.
Yep. I've done it accidentally a couple times, and I finally figured out that like, holy shit, it actually works this way. That's really nice.
Yeah.
Alright. So yeah, I'm guessing that means we break down the door.
Nice. Yeah, I managed to break down the door, and you see what is a bit more of a luxurious. It's not exactly luxurious, but compared to your room, it's a bit more cramped. This is like an officer's quarters, right? One of the few, and you know the beds are a bit nicer. There's a nice table, a nice desk. In fact, there's like a couple of them, so it's like a room for two. And you see that there is one person in that room, and they're not. They're like.
They're dead.
They're slumped over the desk, essentially.
Can we check? Like, is there anything stopping us from getting to them?
No.
Okay, I walk over and poke him.
I walk over and try and feel for a pulse. I don't know if I need to roll for that.
Medicine.
Now, do you have high medicine? I don't know what my medicine is. Let me see. If I can open my.
Considering you have a negative intelligence score, I should probably roll for medicine.
Yeah, you should roll. For
I have a medicine of
medicine.
3.
Yeah, mine's -1. I'll give you advantage. Or help.
Alright. So do I have an advantage because Sean's helping me still?
Sure.
Damn.
That does not help. You cannot properly tell. Like, they're wearing their masks still, and it's being a bit difficult for you to tell. But you do not seem to be seeing any signs of breathing. At least their chest doesn't seem rising, but it's also difficult to tell because of their, you know, that they're wearing clothing that is maybe a bit more loose. But you do not react to your poking either.
What is the gremlin doing?
Probably
Jack
eating
shit.
some
Looking
hats.
around the room curiously.
Okay.
Do you have a decent medicine skill, RC?
Do you really expect me to?
It might be worth checking.
I have 2. Fuck
Give it a
it.
shot. You might get a nat 20.
Okay.
This is your arc. You go from hating doctors to becoming a doctor.
She did spend a whole
Please.
week with a doctor, so, you know. 19!
Oh my god.
Damn, so Artsy
No.
basically manages to, you know, investigate the person, and you can confirm that they're dead.
I feel like Artsy would confirm this by licking him and recognizing the taste of a dead person versus an alive person.
The f- I'm Sean.
What?
No,
I see
I
Artsy's
don't
point.
lick things.
Okay, I take off his mask and check if he's Ven's.
As you take off the
This is
mask,
something.
it is revealed not to be Ven's, and you also
Aha!
see that a part of the mask was like slightly caved in, and like something hit him on the head and was just bleeding through, and seemed to have just like knocked him unconscious and dead. Like something just flew, hit him on the head, and it's over. There's like blood dripping down. But it's
Can I
not
roll
Ven's.
perception?
It's not Ven's.
Can I roll perception to check his office or like goodies or weapons?
Sure.
Can I do the same?
Sure.
Alright.
24.
Everyone's rolling for the perception, I see. Artsy too.
Yeah.
Yes. Well,
Oh my, you've all
For a
rolled
second it didn't show
amazingly
up.
well. That's wow.
Man,
Well,
we all
it-
got
it-
20s.
It is like an officer's place, and technically, if you guys want, he's an officer. Artsy.
Yeah.
The guy has a watch in his pocket.
Oh.
my time has come. I take the watch. It is
Okay.
mine.
Although it is, as you look at it, you notice that the impact has broken it. It's not.
Percy wouldn't know it. She can't read the time.
Fair enough.
She just wants
I
the
don't
shiny.
care, and I googly-eyed over it, happily
Okay.
clutching it in my
Well,
hands
it's
like a
still
squirrel.
moving, right? It's still technically clicking, but you notice. But anyone who knows how one of these works sees that the click is stuck in place. It's just, or whenever it's like it like clicks 5 times to move a bit, but each time it like moves like a very tiny inch. So it's kind of moving, but it's also not really moving. It makes no sense.
So it's like half broken.
Yeah. It's going in slow motion.
It's mine now. I have one. It is the first of my collection.
This one's made out of silver, though. Just saying.
Okay.
It's got a few like
Golden.
engravings
Silver
on it.
pocket watch.
Yeah, there you go. Nod and Sean, you guys managed to, of course, see that the officer does have a rapier on him. There's like the things he had on him. There's another pistol. There is a bit fancier pistol. It might not be better than the one you have, but it definitely looks a bit nicer, with some light engravings if you want. And also there's like a nice rapier too.
It's
And outside of that,
Are you calling dibs on the rapier or the pistol?
rapier.
Alright, I'll take the pistol then.
Okay. And yeah, there's a bunch of books that also fell over, and the one you may notice seems to be looking more like a journal too, which belongs to Vens.
Ooh. Is Nod gonna take the journal, or shall I?
You want to take the
You
journal?
can have
Well,
the journal.
well, you definitely see it.
I'm not particularly
I'm not.
interested.
But Vens does not seem
Um,
present here, mind you. He's not visible right now.
I'm gonna take it. Unless Artsy wants to take it, so.
I mean, don't expect me to share information with you. But if you don't want it, I could use it for my loot pile.
I mean, I just want to take it to return it to him if we find him alive.
Why would you return it to him?
Oh, it's his
It's
journal.
loot.
Why not?
Because it's loot. Maybe there's
I'm
some
gonna take
incriminating
it. I'm not
evidence
allowing
against
Artsy to
him.
touch
All
it.
right,
I'm
No,
taking
no,
Ben's
give
journal.
it back.
The pocket watch has like a nice picture in it though as well, other than just being the silver pocket watch. It has like a picture of the officer who you see dead with like a family.
Hmm.
So you see like a wife and 3 children in a picture.
Lol.
Are
Lamau
all the
even.
children the same age?
The same what?
Age.
Edge.
Artsy wants to know
Age.
if they're right for eating yet.
They are not for eating.
Get the fuck
What about
out
their
of my
legs?
head.
They don't need those.
Ow.
They're pretty young. They're not too young. Like the oldest seems to be like teenager, 14 or something. The others are like 8 and
Okay.
6.
Okay, so one of them's ready for combat.
Shut up, Artsy.
Why? Okay, I just look at the
The
photo
AOC, the Age of
and
Combat.
make a note of it. I just kind of keep the photo in there
Mm.
for later, if I maybe
For
happen
later
to come
purposes.
across them.
What?
Well, I
Okay.
wouldn't throw it out. That's just
Artsy wants it
mean.
for a fair playing field because of how fucking tiny she is.
Oh god.
What was that?
Oh,
Fair playing field.
Yeah, she wants someone just the same height.
Fuck you. You're so mean. I could take you, you slimy boy.
You know how?
You did
I've been
outlast
having.
him.
I've had to hear all this out of context while eating a steak in my fucking living room.
Did you get a steak or a chicken?
Got a steak. What do you think? Bruh.
You asked us if you should get steak or chicken, and
For my
the
little
fact that you
brother.
questioned.
Yeah, so did you get a steak or a chicken?
I'm not about to fucking get a fried fairy if you keep this behavior up.
You do your
Ew.
work, you little shit.
Well then,
Anything else you will do?
I'll make the popcorn.
Yeah, if that's everything in the office,
You would
then
also
let's-
find a coin pouch with like 45 gold pieces.
Alright, let's take the coin pouch.
Okay.
45, you said.
Yes.
What happened?
Are these GP, EP, SP, or PP?
GP.
PP.
God damn, I wanted some good PP.
There's one.
Wait,
PP
is
in
he
there.
taking? Is he taking the
No,
money?
it isn't. No PP.
Yes.
No PP in there.
I'm kind of curious why Donald got so offended at me wanting to know whether or not he got steak or chicken when he asked me if people should get steak
Well,
or chicken.
obviously he
Because
got
I'm an avid
chicken.
steak fan.
Mm-hmm.
Then
I'm
why
pretty
did you
sure I'm
ask
the
us?
only one here who knows
Guys,
that.
Because I wanted. I don't know what to give my little brother.
What?
Then
How old is your
what did
brother?
you
Make
get?
him order his own
Like-
damn food.
He's like 5.
Then
You
get him
should've-
chicken
He can order it for
nuggies.
You should have
Oh, yeah.
given
What
him the
chicken
big
nuggies? He had
steak.
chicken
Get
nuggies
him chicken,
yesterday.
then. That steak would be wasted on him.
You know what? No. Hold on. You should do the thing where you put him in front of the screen so he picks out his own order and he orders some absolute dog shit and then he has to eat it because he ordered it.
I did that
himself.
before. He picked a vegan only fucking tacos.
That's just natural
What the
selection at
fuck?
that point.
I was like, man.
I don't know how long he's gonna survive, man.
And you know what the reason why? You know what the reason why he said that?
Why?
Right.
It was super green. It reminded me of the Hulk, so it had to be good.
Oh my.
Wait,
he is your
chill.
brother.
No, that is based. That's good
This
reasoning.
is how I imagine Sylvester chose his meals.
Chooses, yes.
It's weird like Iron Man. I want it. I'm dying.
Okay,
I ate too
Good.
much of a blooming onion.
nice. Good.
Supper.
Oh, none.
I'm going to go into a food coma. Help. Please.
Oh my god, I hate line work.
We still
You
have
know,
not
you
found
love
out what Donald got for his little brother, though.
I gave him I gave him a Philly cheesesteak. That's what I gave him.
Meh.
Okay.
We
That's fine.
And then he complained as soon as he bit into it.
What do you do next?
Yeah, because that seems like too extravagant for a 5-year-old.
yeah, get
No,
him the fucking
he said it
chicken.
didn't taste good enough. I was like, motherfucker, what?
I mean,
Yeah,
compared
beat 'em
to
up,
New
beat 'em up.
Orleans, yeah.
I took
So,
his Philly cheesesteak and ate half of it.
So, back to the campaign.
the smoke seems to be getting even thicker and just filling the
Take it
ship.
like a sucker.
What do you guys do?
We exit the ship. Fuck
Okay.
this.
As you're
Yeah,
exiting,
this
right
man.
here, where you know there was another kind of ammunition and stockpile, you see that there is like a fire catching on more and more, beginning to spread from this area. It's not gone to you yet, but it's kind of like gone through these places. It's spreading between room to room, and it's just beginning to like engulf half of the ship.
So you said there's an ammunition stockpile.
Well, there was. Now it's on fire. There's technically another
We
one
can go
right
in the
here.
fire.
So there's another ammunition. There's another stockpile right here that has also like ammo and just rations, resources. So it's
Is there gunpowder there? So you should probably
Oh,
get
I
that
didn't
away
mean
from
to
the
do
fire.
that, but
well, you could check.
Mm.
Mind you, that the fire is spreading over here for the corridor, but and you know it is.
Can I
getting
roll
through.
perception to see if... I mean, gunpowder is in big barrels. It's not something you can hide.
Okay, so you go inside the room then.
Yeah, sure.
Just start maybe adding like a nice fire.
I accompany Nod. I don't trust the environment right now.
So everything is a bit
Balls.
broken, right?
Mhm.
And the inside, well, the inside of the armory here, actually, there is like a lot of things have just been broken apart. The wall here is even more mangled than other places because it's like kind of just bent out. You see that some of the resources have just like thrown out, yeah, just been kind of tossed out for the side, where there is no longer a wall on this side here. But some of it is still like tied down and still kind of there, and you see that there is a few gunpowder barrels. One of them kind of split open, just spreading the gunpowder all over the floor, and another one is still more or less intact.
Can I like?
There's also
Good barrel on the
cannonballs.
sides.
There are a few different crates that seem to. Well, you don't. You only have the 8%. Well, that's persuasion.
Oh, whoops. Okay, can I roll again then, since I accidentally hit persuasion?
Sure.
I can't fucking persuade the room to reveal its secrets.
Ooh, nice. Yeah, so you do also manage to see a few crates that have been broken open that have like rations and food in them.
What's in the crates?
Rations and food
Oh, okay.
in general.
I get the rations. I tell Sean to get the extra barrel of gunpowder.
Okay.
Do you really think it's a smart idea for me to carry a very flammable barrel when this entire place is falling down to pieces?
Well, the good news is if it blows up, it's only going to kill you.
I'm not taking this barrel.
If it blows, we may need it later, Sean. And if it blows up, then it'll probably kill more people.
What's... If it blows up
Can I
inside the ship,
roll
though.
persuasion to make Sean do it?
No, you cannot roll persuasion on other players.
Fine, fine. But I'll give it to Artsy the moment I see her.
Wait, what?
Alright, so you're handed a
She's
barrel of
she's not
gunpowder.
present. She's not present. Hold on.
Oh.
I grab the barrel, I take it to Artsy, and I tell Artsy, this has a lot of loot in it, but don't open it because it'll spill out. Wink.
How big is this barrel?
It's pretty big. It's bigger than you are.
As in, I basically could just hide inside of it.
You could hide inside the barrel.
But can
How
I
bad would it
actually
be?
lift or hold the barrel?
You could roll it.
Would that be... I guess just strength.
Well, rolling is pretty easy. Although, you are at an angle inside the ship, so the ship is tilted. But, I think it'll be like an athletics as well.
Where the fuck are you? There you are.
Ooh. Yeah,
Perfect.
you managed
She
just
has
fine.
no
yeah.
problem.
Okay.
You find
using
an
my
inner
divine
strength,
strength,
and you
I
just...
will carry the barrel wherever.
Nice.
Where are we going?
We're leaving.
Okay.
We are leaving.
We're getting the fuck out of here.
Okay. Let me
I hope
change.
somebody got that reference.
And if they did it,
I know
That's-
you wouldn't get it.
Okay. I'm trying to switch things up.
So wait, if the barrel's bigger than me, do I have Sean, like, making sure I don't run into anything behind me, or any guidance, or am I just gonna
I will,
bounce into things?
from a safe distance, guide you.
Oh, I'm sorry, safe distance.
Yeah.
You
so
said there
just
was nothing
case-
in here.
Just
You
in
said
case
this was
you trip
loot.
and fall, I don't trip on you and crush you.
Hmm.
Safe distance.
Mighty suspicious, sir. You said there was loot in here.
I'll give you alcohol.
Do you even have
You
alcohol,
can't
Sean?
sway me.
Look,
You lies.
if this mission is a success and we get out of here and they throw some sort of party, I will give her all the alcohol that I
You
get
don't
to.
even drink. I'd take it anyway. You can't sway me.
I'll give you candy.
What kind of candy?
Empire candy.
While these
What
two are
kind
arguing,
of candy is Empire candy?
You'll have to fuck around and find out.
What?
while these two are arguing, I take the rations out of the burning zeppelin.
Okay. Also, give me athletics.
Me?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Like, I don't know. Are you trying to like grab the whole crate, or are you trying? Oh, you
Sure.
Okay.
Let's take the whole crate as a roll of 21.
Nice. So you managed to get the whole crate out in that case. And yeah, just before you, technically there were other crates there, but you managed to grab one of the crates of rations. You managed to grab the gun barrel from the gunpowder, and let me change the thing for myself. You then, as you're kind of getting settled on the side here, you hear another explosion coming from the same armory you left. As there's like the ship just goes, yeah, there's just a crack and it just explodes and the fire begins spreading further. Around the ruin, away from somewhere near the side where you were leaving out, you see a few people kind of still alive, making their way out of the wreckage. There is, but they're like in a horrible shape. There's at least a couple people trying to pull people out. There is some stuff going on, and there is at least one officer who seems definitely just a bit shaken, kind of coordinating the effort. As there's like 3 people dragged out, laying on the ground. In a bad shape, so there's 2 people trying to drag more people out.
Can you mark on what side we're on, if it's on the left or the right?
You are on, you're on this side. You're in the upper right corner here.
Ah.
Yes, there you go. And you would be technically maybe hearing some shouting, but your ears are also a bit kind of ringing a bit. It's a bit difficult to hear some things. Especially for Sean and Artsy.
You've sat around arguing while the explosion happened.
Yeah.
It's not my fault. He's trying to bribe me.
And yeah, on this side, you manage to see a lot more bodies outside. There is half of the bridge that got crushed with the way the ship fell. So the bridge that you saw before is basically non-existent on this half of the ship. And whoever was on it is probably didn't have a good time. You see one person kind of just crushed by the ship where the bridge once was. Just cracked. One of the mages that were on the platforms. So they're definitely not alive. Yeah, there's a few more bodies, and yeah, there's still things like spread around the beach. There's some random crate here and there. There is just shrapnel. There's parts of the ship. It's a crash site. It's a mess. And with the explosions, there are also things flying around somewhat, and going into the trees around it. So hydrate. Let's go. Fuck, there's nothing more for me to drink. I have to get more. I'll get some water. So yeah, what do you do?
I eat some bread.
Okay, you're eating bread as the ship behind you is on fire. Sean and Artsy.
I go help out the other people here and there, help them like come out and towards the beach.
Okay, one of them like the officer kind of nods towards you and directs you where things are going. And there's the fire continues spreading through this part of the ship, until at some point, as kind of like an hour passes, you drag a few people out. Some of them aren't breathing anymore. Some of them are. There's a few more resources that get dragged out, but finally, kind of the whole ship just gets finally engulfed in flames, and there's probably no saving anyone else in there. There's some places that are a lot more difficult to get to that you couldn't get to, and yeah, you just left on this beach with a bunch of, well, it's like a riverside beach with people just kind of scrambling, getting their things together. They did just get through a crash, right? So some of them just sitting down, a bit shocked by the whole experience. Some are kind of just measuring, trying to take care of the dead, well, some dead bodies, some living bodies. And yeah, it's chaos. And I think this is where we will leave off for today, since it is getting late.
Alright, sounds good. Are we rating anyone?
Are we rating anyone? Oh, actually, before we do that, you are, roll me perception.
Wait, what?
Perception.
Perception.
Perception? How dare you?
For what?
Fucking artsy.
Damn. Artsy is too shell-shocked by the whole experience. 22 and 17. Sean, as you are on the beach and you're kind of looking around, you know, wiping some sweat from, you know, the heat of the fire that kind of got to you, and the humidity is not, and the heat here is also a lot, not exactly easy on you. You are in a jungle, right? You swear you see something, someone staring at you from the tree line. With it's difficult for you to make out if it's a human or a. It looks humanoid enough, but there's like a skull where their face should be, just lurking, and that is where we'll leave off.
Does he go, "My name is Spooky Samuel"?
Oh, let it be a Spooky Samuel hallucination. That'd be funny. The
Yes.
boy plague is getting to me.
Excuse me. What is with Spooky Samuel, actually? Is he in your inventory
that
forever, or would the skull have
Yeah.
been like placed in nicely as a trophy in the
Oh,
room?
he's in my inventory.
Okay.
That
fair.
skull is still in his inventory. Yeah.
Okay. I wonder if you could like cast like a speak to dead spell and use it on the skull to speak to Spooky Samuel.
Yes.
It tells you to put me the fuck down.
I think
let
that's
me
a
rest.
thing.
Please let me rest.
Yes. Bury me, please. For as long as he's unburied.
Stop
he's
calling me
suffer.
Spooky Samuel. My name is Frank. So, Spooky Samuel, who is the best waifu?
Oh, wow.
Alright, so
Yeah,
are
so
we
we're
rating
rating
anyone?
someone. Yeah. Let me just check. Looking through things. I don't know who the hell is this hour. Let's see. Twitch.tv. I'll have to do the hydrate after the stream, Artsy. I'm sorry. I need to get the right drink.
Tisk tisk.
Yeah. I know.
I try to help look after you, and you're like, yeah.
Well, I'll do it after. I'll still drink something. It's just I'm out of things to drink.
Unless you want him to drink you, Artsy, then relax.
Oh.
Huh?
You really want to question it? Who did that?
It seems like I'm gonna be rating the same person I rated yesterday. Poor Jackets.
was that?
It's Icy Jackets. He's lovely. He's playing Diablo
Oh, Jacket.
4, which is based.
Base jacket.
Well, we're done. We're finished. The ship crashed. They made it out. There's some people on the beach, and they saw a
We did
figure
make it out?
lurking from the trees. What?
We did make it out?
You did make it out.
I thought we all
surprisingly.
died.
Well, you might have. This could be purgatory for you. You could be in Bruges.
We're in Belgium.
Send
visiting
her to
Hollow.
Bruges.
Yeah, I'm fine with it. I'm used to being sent places against my will.
There we go.
Artsy, where is Bruges located?
The fuck would I know?
Good answer. It's in hell.
Oh,
Right, I read.
so I should be familiar with it.
Fuck. I saw a fly boy in my room. I look
Ew,
out
a
for the
fly?
fly boy.
Icky.
Not even
Kill
a
it.
It's not.
fly, just something
Bro.
that flew.
Artsy, what is the
Bug.
deal with your profile picture?
Anyway, cheers, raid time. Show Icy Jacket some love and have a good one. See you on Tuesday.
In what
Toodles.
sense?
You're the best artist here, minus Flu, and you drew something which even I wouldn't be proud of if I drew it.
Excuse me, this
What?
whatever this thing is adorable. It's